Hello and welcome to Side 1, Side B. I'm Steve.
I'm Dave.
And I'm 12 and a half inch, Sean. The half inch makes a difference, let me tell you.
It's like an extra 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And I'm your extremely patriotic guest, Clayton.
You said like, I think you said like 16-inch Sean or something like that in one of the episodes, and I looked it up and there were actually 16-inch records.
Whoa.
I don't know if it was 16-inch, but it was a number that I didn't think was an actual format.
Interesting.
Yeah.
16-inch record just hitting the arm as it turns.
Tonk.
Skip.
Skip.
Well, today we
Gives you
are.
that extra groove. Anyway, sorry.
Well, today we're going to be looking at a record from one of my favorite groups, a group that I think deserved better in the course of music history, but
Fuck Molly Hatchet. No.
but are largely considered to be kind of like a second tier band. But what do you guys? How familiar are you guys with like Southern rock? What's your history with Southern rock in general?
Very familiar with it. For the most part, Skinner's probably a top 5 band of all time for me.
Yeah.
And obviously, we're not talking about Skinner, but I like.
We're going to be talking about one of their songs later. But
Oh yeah, but yeah, I think I have a pretty good knowledge of Southern rock, and I like Molly Hatchet.
you said you've seen Molly Hatchet.
I did. I saw them in probably 2000 or 2002. One of those places.
Which means you saw Bobby Hatchet. Because Molly Hatchet's one of those bands where all the members have died horribly in their 50s, basically. And one of their replacement guitar players like bought the name from the original lineup, and he's kept it going. And they basically play a lot of state fairs. And I don't like the music that the current versions put out, but
That's actually, I think I saw them at the Nebraska State Fair. With they opened for 38 Special, which is another second tier
yeah.
I like
Southern
38
rock
Special.
band.
They're all right.
Okay.
They're all right.
Okay.
Bad.
Okay. Whatever you say.
They could be worse.
Whatever you say.
I'm more familiar
What,
with
you don't like 38 Special?
My dad, not particularly. They got a couple songs, I guess. I am being a little facetious, but my
Well,
dad,
then you can go
my
fuck
dad
yourself.
loves them. He really loves 38 Special.
Well, you can go fuck yourself then.
I'll tell my dad you said that, dude. He's gonna beat you up.
I'm more familiar with the genre
Your dad's probably my fucking age.
I'm more familiar with the genre trappings of Southern rock than I am with a lot of it. I have, since the Danny Joe Brown episode, way back in the first season, I have gone back and listened to the first 2 Molly Hatchet albums quite a bit, and I do think they're really good.
Oh, nice.
I haven't gone much beyond the first 2 because it looks like it gets less essential after that when the new guy takes over singing and all that. But yeah.
Yeah, the 2 after Danny Joe Brown left are good, but I don't think they don't have like the same gravitas as like those first 2 records, and I don't think the records they did after Danny Joe Brown came back are. They have good songs on them, but I don't think they're like essential listening.
I'll be honest, I didn't know that 38 Special was considered Southern rock.
Why else would they be named 38 Special?
Also, that's got Ronnie Van Zant's brother in it, Donnie Van Zant.
Oh.
If you're named
Is
after...
that before he joined Leonard Skinner?
No, he never joined.
That was another Van Zant.
Yeah, Johnny Van Zant is who sings it for him now, the youngest brother.
Yeah, the fake Leonard Skinner.
Yeah,
If your band is named after a gun, you're either gangster rap or Southern rock. You're not country. Country isn't generally named after guns.
Guess
Yeah.
what? I didn't pay that much attention because I've heard like maybe a few songs by 38 Special.
Wild-eyed Southern boy. Well, now you got an episode for the future. You can listen to a fucking 38 Special record.
Do you own any 38 Special, Steve?
I think I have one when I got my dad's collection, but I never bought one on my own because I remember hearing that they're like pop rock, pretty much.
Yeah,
They are, yeah.
they're very, extremely poppy. I would say they are on the fringes of Southern rock.
I'm
More
guessing their
Southern rock
early
by
material was
association.
like more Southern, and
Yeah.
then they changed over
Didn't they
time.
have like a big hit though? What was their big hit?
Just
That's-
hold on loosely.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Don't let it go. And that's
Yeah.
not a Southern rock song.
No,
that's
that's why I
that's
was,
yeah,
I'm
that's like a pop rock
yeah.
one.
That didn't. That didn't sound like Southern rock. So there you go.
Yeah.
So fucky.
That song is fine as a pop rock song, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, today we're gonna be looking at Molly Hatchet.
And that's my whole Southern rock.
You've listened to Mudcrutch,
I have
which I
listened-
brought
yeah.
in.
I haven't listened to much Southern rock other than Molly Hatchet and some Skinner. Like I haven't listened to much Almond Brothers.
I don't think I've
Brothers.
listened to a whole album.
The
by
Almond
Skinner.
Brothers.
Almond Brothers. Yeah.
I don't think I've listened to the Almond Brothers either.
I do-
Ever? Oh my god.
Oh, I've listened.
I've listened to
heard
some.
songs.
I'll bring-
Yeah.
Live at Fillmore East was really good.
Yeah.
I've heard songs, but I don't think I've listened to like albums.
I do like the Rock and Roll Animal album by Lou Reed, where he basically went Southern rock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That is a good album. I really don't. I don't think I've listened to a whole Leonard Skinner album. I know, right?
The original
Great.
lineup is great. I don't like their current lineup.
Well,
Wow.
now they're pandering.
Yeah,
Now
like
they
that fucking God and Guns album. Like fuck you guys. Like,
Yeah.
completely goes against the story that they told in Saturday Night Special.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I think they're completely against any morals that were presented by
Yeah.
the original
Yeah.
band. Now they're just like a sellout pandering band.
They
They're-
made
which
a
is
big
sad.
deal of dropping the Confederate flag, and then a few years later they backtracked on that.
They're a state fair band now, though.
They have been for years.
Yeah.
That was my first concert, seeing them at like some fucking state fair. Leonard Skinner.
Now, Molly Hatchet, they're formed in the early 70s. Fun fact, the first Molly Hatchet album was recorded with Leonard Skinner's gear. Like, they just went into their studio and recorded the album with their stuff. So
I like their first couple albums, badass, like Sword and Sorcery album art.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
licensed all that from Frank Frazetta.
I think a lot of Molly Hatchet albums have probably been purchased by, like, power metal fans.
Yeah, people that just thought the cover was badass. Like
Yeah.
they knew how to market. That's for sure. I know another fun fact about the first record too. Ronnie Van Zant was supposed to produce it,
I was about to
and
say.
then he died 2 weeks before they started recording it.
Yeah, the plane crash happened.
The plane crash happened, and so he did not. But he was supposed to produce their first record.
I saw somewhere that after the plane crash, they like went up to a farmhouse looking for help, and like a guy fired a gunshot at him.
That's so fucked up.
I know. Like, what do you think the guy that's like limping to your farmhouse is some kind of threat to you? Like,
He could be.
Yeah.
Why is he limping?
because he got out of a plane crash.
Exactly. But we don't know that.
He's coming right for us.
Shoot him. He's injured.
But yeah, today we're gonna be looking at a live album, a double live album called Double Trouble Live. This was recorded in 1985. This was after Danny Joe Brown had come back. They recorded 2 albums without him, and during that period, Danny Joe Brown went off and did his solo album, which me and Dave have listened to together.
Which is good.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, I like it even more than Molly Hatchet. And that album had Bobby in it, so of Bobby Hatchet.
Oh, okay.
So
Damn it, Bobby.
it's technically connected, and Bobby later joined Molly Hatchet like later on.
Bobby.
Yeah, that boy
and now
ain't right.
then he bought Molly Hatchet later on.
What if Molly Hatchet was like the Ramones, where everyone took on the same last name of Hatchet?
Danny Joe Hatchet. That's
Danny
kind of
Joe
sick,
Hatchet.
dude.
That's awesome. They should have done that, honestly.
I was reading that they basically changed their band name every week, and nobody could like figure out when they were playing. So they finally said, "All right, we need to have a actual name." So they drew the names out of the hat, and Molly Hatchet was the one that they settled on. They're like, "Wait, who's the girl in the band?"
It's a good name.
The drummer came up with the name too. I did read that.
I was gonna say, how did he come up with this name?
It's like an old Southern legend. It's like a folklore, like cryptid kind of thing.
Yeah, like a axe murderer who supposedly was named Abigail. I couldn't find much info on it actually.
If you don't brush your teeth at night, she comes and kicks your
Murders you
ass.
with an axe.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I didn't find a lot of information on the whole story of Molly Hatchet, like the folk tale, but that's where the name came from. I do know that.
To be honest, like even looking up like the history of the band, there's not like a whole lot of information. Like I found a few interviews, I found some articles. Like originally, Danny Joe Brown was in a band called Rum Creek that had Bobby Hatchet in it.
Is Bobby Hatchet on this record?
No, he's not on this one. I saw somewhere that he did backing vocals on it, so I guess he was just hanging around.
Yeah, he might have been there, just not playing guitar.
Yeah, he's not in the lineup that I'm looking at right here. But, this album, I was originally going to bring my dad in as a guest, but as many of you know, he's passed away. So
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
and that's basically how I found Molly Hatchet. My dad, big Southern rock fan. He was really into like the Outlaws, Allman Brothers, Skinner, Molly Hatchet. During my lost year in Florida, when I was traveling down there, I had his cassette copy of Molly Hatchet's greatest hits. And I think it was actually kind of ironic that we were driving down there, like while listening to the song "Flirting with Disaster," because that's basically what happened. It was a big fucking disaster.
Was that like the worst year of your life when you were in Florida?
Probably,
Yeah.
except for maybe last year. But
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense.
yeah, I mean, it's an experience that I wouldn't give away because a lot of formative things happened to me during that trip. But it was, I mean, I moved to Florida during the recession. There were no jobs. The only jobs I could find were like telemarketing scams, and I can't do that shit. So like I would only last like a couple days because I can't scam people. Like one of my jobs was like calling people over in the United Kingdom and offering them vacation packages, and I'm pretty sure it was a scam. And side note, anytime I got a Scottish guy on the phone, I just hung up because you couldn't understand him and they would fuck with you. Like pretty much anytime I got a Scottish guy, they would fuck with you.
oh, what you
That's the lowest effort offensive accent you've done.
Well, I don't even have to say anything because it's just kind of how they sound.
If you want my body
And you think I'm sexy, come on, baby, let me know.
So, that's more of a Mike Myers impression than a real Scottish accent.
I was trying to find Molly Hatchet lore.
Like I said, it's pretty hard to find stuff on him. In fact, most views that we get on YouTube is our Danny Joe Brown episode, and the back when I used to make shorts, there was a bunch of those, and anytime like we get a bunch of comments from people, and usually the Molly Hatchet fans are like, oh yeah, hell yeah, Molly Hatchet, like that kind of stuff. So it tends to be pretty positive.
Like the wholesome boomers generally.
Yeah, like we get the angry boomers on the Kiss stuff, but we get the cool boomers during the Molly Hatchet stuff, who I think are just excited that people are like listening to them.
Yeah, they're just
The
they're just happy to be here.
The whiskey and cigarette boomers who are wearing like aviators and sitting on their porches listening to Molly Hatchet.
Like that guy.
Yeah, like that guy.
Says took their name from a Paco Crephala? I don't know. 17th century axe murderess who allegedly decapitated her lovers.
See, that's a cool thing to name your band after.
Yeah, it's
even if there isn't a chick in the band.
I mean, I was never confused.
Yeah, no.
yeah.
I was like, where's the chick at?
Which one of you's Molly?
I want to hear the chick like in Rush.
I want to hear the chick like an Alice Cooper.
One of the funniest jokes in the new Dark Shadows movie was with Johnny Depp, the Tim Burton one, was they had Alice Cooper in it, and Johnny Depp says, like, this Alice Cooper lady's very ugly.
Oh, speaking of ugly, when they replaced Danny Joe Brown with Jimmy Farrar,
I think it's Jimmy Farrar, something like that.
I guess the entire band hadn't seen him yet because I found an interview where like the guitar players are like, he's fucking ugly. And he's like, yep.
Wow.
I mean, is
And
that why-
he was a homely dude. Looking at pictures of him, he's pretty homely.
What I really like, Dave, pull out the 4th record that you got there. Yeah, I love this picture because it's supposed to be the band,
Yeah, that's so funny.
and they look like oiled up warrior dudes, and like,
It looks like a Man of War cover.
yeah, it does look like a Man of War cover. And if since this is audio only, look up the cover for "Take No Prisoners." It's fucking great. I love it.
But you can see how ugly Jimmy Farrer is in it.
That's him right there.
Oh, that is a homely dude.
And they were supposed to make him look good on this cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like really gussy him up.
Yeah.
Really,
Like, most of these guys
really
look
pretty
like-
him up.
Look like guys who have lived hard, you know. But like, yeah, Jimmy Farr is the one who's ugly by default.
He was also from Georgia, so he wasn't a good old Florida boy like the rest of them.
Wah wah.
Georgia, they have a gentler drawl in Georgia.
So yeah, basically they
He's
did the
dead
first.
too. Jimmy Farrer is dead too.
Oh yeah, most of them are. I think
Well, he's
like the album we're about to listen to, the only person that's still alive is the keyboard player, who's still with the band actually. So it's not like that they don't have any connection to the original band, but it's tenuous at best.
But it's not the original keyboard player.
They didn't have one.
Yeah, I don't think they originally had one. I think they added him later. The keyboard player on this live album that we're about to listen to was the keyboard player that was on the Danny Joe Brown album.
Oh yeah,
so-
he did a good job on
Yeah.
that. Makes sense to bring him over.
Yep.
What's the lineup? Speaking of the keyboard player,
So on this one, it's Danny Joe Brown, Dave. I think it's Lubeck. It starts with an H. Halubeck.
Lubeck.
Lubeck. Yeah, I think that's Welsh.
Lubeck.
Dwayne Roland, John on guitar, and they used to have 3 guitar players. They're just down to 2 on this release. John Galvin on keyboards, backing vocals. Riff West on bass. He was the replacement for the original bass player, and Bruce Crump on drums.
So they're down the 3rd guitar, added a keyboard, different bass player, but otherwise it's the original lineup.
More or less, I think they have a. Do they have a different drummer,
I think
or did he come back?
I think the only 2 original members would be Danny Joe Brown and Dave Lubeck.
Dwayne Roland too.
Oh, the drum. What's he? Oh, the other guitar player.
yes.
That's lame that they don't have 3 guitar players though, because that's like kind of what they were known for.
It's kind of the appeal of Southern rock. is-
Yeah.
Drew Lombard played guitar on Walk on the Side of Angels, and Keith Holmes played saxophone on Walk with You.
Okay, so same drummer. So it's more or less the same lineup that was on the first album without one of the guitar players, added a keyboard and changed the bass player.
The bass player too. I had read that they were supposed to play a gig, and then they got into some sort of heated argument. And he just quit the band right there
Yeah.
before they played.
And he came back later, so they got over it.
Yeah,
There must have been a lot of like interpersonal conflicts in the band because Danny Joe Brown went off and formed his other band, which sounds a lot like this band. I read somewhere that like 3 of the members just after a gig flew back to Florida, and they had to like last minute get like 2 other famous musicians, Southern rock musicians. I forget who it was, but they filled in for a night, and then they came back the next night.
I mean, that's just probably why they weren't more successful. Is all the interpersonal drama within the band that can really hold you back some.
Also drugs.
Also, sometimes,
And drugs.
but on the reverse side, sometimes that animosity sometimes bleeds into the recording, and it like makes the shit like
good creative output.
like good creative. Like,
That's why all young people love Fleetwood Mac now, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
because they were all fucking each other.
I mean, that kind of is. I feel like
Yeah.
Rumors wouldn't be the album it is if they didn't all hate each other.
No, yeah.
But I think a big part of Molly Hatchet breaking up was also drugs. I did read some quote from their road manager at the time that just essentially said that they snorted all their money. Like they
makes
were
sense.
broke because they were just buying so much cocaine.
They were a cocaine band. That was
They
their
were-
drug of choice.
Yeah, from what I understand, they were a big cocaine band and they did a lot of it.
they were like Scarface.
They were just hard party. What they were singing about was real. They were hard partying, dangerous dudes from Florida. And some of their songs are a little happy, but they're mostly just like 6 badass like outlaws from Jacksonville, and
Yeah.
they fucking drank hard and drugged hard and played loud music,
Yeah.
and then all died really early. It's kind of the essential rock and roll story.
Yeah.
Now, I've watched a few interviews with them, and they do seem like just regular dudes, which
Yeah.
is pretty cool. Like when they were talking to, like I found an interview where they were just like sitting there and like they were casually answering the questions, like, "Oh yeah, no big deal," you know.
But it ain't no big deal.
Oh yeah, I left the band for 2 years and I came back, and we figured, well, we didn't have as much success apart, so we might as well hook back up, right?
Yeah. Looking at the cover, it is a like photo collage of all the different band members like on the road doing stuff. One of the guys, this guy in the baseball cap and aviators, looks like a baseball player or a trucker. They all look kind of like truckers.
Yeah.
And I mean, this would probably be a trucking band. Like,
Yeah,
That guy right there, he kind of looks like Bill from Mastodon.
kind of does. Yeah.
Here, turn it around and show Clayton. Doesn't he look like Bill from Mastodon?
oh hell yeah! And there's a guy in a hot dog. Oh wait, that's smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, the picture of Danny Joe Brown. I've had this album on my wall for the last like year or so, and every time I looked at it from far away, the picture where Danny Joe Brown on the bottom is smoking a cigarette. When I look at it from far away, I keep seeing him eating a hot dog.
And son of a bitch, the guy is not at a state fair. He's smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Some bitch.
Yeah. And then the back is also a photo collage, although it includes a picture of like a pretty full and excited crowd, which is cool.
Yeah, the crowd actually sounds really fired up.
It
on
was
this
actually
series.
Leonard Skinner's crowd.
Gotcha.
Zing!
So yeah, Molly Hatchet. Now, an interesting thing about this band is they kind of like denied being a southern rock band for the most part. They're like, "Oh yeah, we're just a metal band from the South. Like we're like Aerosmith and Ted Nugent and Kiss, but we're just from the South." And I kind of push back against that. They sound incredibly southern. Like they're a little heavier than their contemporaries, but they're still very southern.
They're absolutely southern rock, and I think
Yeah.
like them getting. I think Ronnie Van Zant saw the writing on the wall that this whole genre was gonna just get heavier, and that's why he wanted to produce the album and like
Yeah.
kind of helped him out.
Well, it sounds like he heard their demo and was just like, "Yeah, we gotta get these guys produced.
We gotta get these cats on the road." No, they're good, and I mean, surprising with how I think they're considered like one of the big four of southern rock. Kind of late to the party. Like their first album came out in '79, I think, like
77.
'77. But I mean, a little bit late to the southern rock party, to be honest.
It was after Skinner all died.
Yeah,
So-
essentially, it was after Skinner had all died, and I mean that shadow probably just looms over their career too. Like, I'm sure they were always just considered Skinner's little brothers.
They're like to southern rock that Slipknot is to new metal.
Yeah,
They came in a little later. Now, to this day, I think you can still hear Dreams on like the classic rock station, at least here in Omaha.
Flirting with Disaster, you still hear too.
I was going
Do
to
they
say,
play-
Flirting with Disaster.
I've
is
heard
like
Flirting
the
with
one
Disaster on the radio. a couple
Flirting with
times.
Disaster is like the one that I've heard probably the most.
It was on Rock Band.
Which
It was, yeah.
fucking amazing song. I love that song. Now this live album came out after Danny Joe Brown came back, and what I think is cool about it is there's 2 songs from the Jimmy era that he sings,
Oh,
and he sings them way better.
of course. I thought Jimmy was pretty boring. Like I thought the band lost a lot of personality when he joined the band.
Yeah, like I said, I like the albums that they did with them, but it doesn't like kick me in the ass like the first 2 with Danny Joe Brown do, and his solo album.
They're like fine openers for a band that I would want to see.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Another interesting thing is there is a song from Danny Joe Brown's solo album on here that Dave has heard before, and it's my favorite from that album, so
Oh yeah.
it's cool to hear it.
What's it called?
On the Edge of Sundown.
Freebird.
Okay. Freebird.
Freebird is on this album.
Yeah.
I know. That's
Wait, they
why I
cover
said-
Freebird?
Yes.
Let me see. I've never heard this, even though I
And
haven't been.
I'm free as a bird now.
That's crazy. They do cover Freebird. What the fuck?
And at
What?
first I thought, oh, maybe that's like a tribute to him after like the plane crash or something, but this came out like almost 10 years later. So
Well, I mean, it probably is still a tribute to them.
Well, yeah, I mean, they were good friends.
They picked the cool album covers. I do think that they knew how to market themselves, and they knew like I'm surprised that Dream. Oh no, never mind. There we are. Side 4.
They're like people like Freebird.
So they're Beating the Odds and Fall of the Peacemakers is the Jimmy ones, right?
Beating the Odds and Bloody Reunion.
Okay.
Follow the Peacemakers was on the album that
No Guts, No
on
Glory.
the first Reunion album, and that's a great song.
No Guts,
We'll
No
talk about it when we
Glory.
get to it. This album was recorded in combination of Jacksonville and Dallas, so a mix of the sets. There'll be a lot of moments where you hear him being like, "How's everybody doing in Texas today?" You know.
Texas is a big state. You could be in a lot of places.
It is a big state.
There are parts of Texas that are closer to North Dakota than there are other parts of Texas.
Another cool thing about this release, it's one of the examples where the vinyl release is superior to the CD release because there's 2 songs on the vinyl version that didn't make it to the CD version.
I wonder if it was a rights thing or something.
They said it was because of the CD limitations, so they must not have had enough space for it, and they didn't want to do a double CD release. I guess it was 2 I think it was cover songs. Yeah, it was 2 cover songs that they omitted. So
Back when
and that was probably another thing. They were just like, these are just cover songs.
Yeah.
Like, let's not pay the license
Yeah.
for these.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think I've talked about most of the history. We'll see after side whatever.
Side 1.
Side 1.
Let's get the shit started.
Yeah.
Oh, we got to do the track list for side 1.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We got Whiskey Man, Bounty Hunter, Gator Country, and Flirting with Disaster.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. One of the guitar players broke off and was touring under the name Gator Country,
Yeah.
doing Molly Hatchet songs.
I think Jimmy was in that band too.
in the late '80s or something. That's the last bit of trivia I have. I read up on them.
Hey, you guys had
Fun
more
fact.
Molly Hatchet trivia than I did. I didn't
Yeah.
know fucking shit.
Like I said, you kind of got to dig for it. I found a Facebook group that's run by Judy Brown, and I assumed it was his sister or something, but I think she's his sister-in-law. But she posts stuff about him all the time on I forget the name of the group. It's on Facebook, like the official Molly Hatchet group or something. But anyway, let's throw this on.
Let's flirt with some disaster.
Yeah.
Bitches.
If you're listening at home, this album is pretty much available for streaming, but it is missing 2 songs which are later on. But
Which means you suck.
yeah,
and we
so
don't.
if you want to listen along with us completely, you're gonna have to go find the vinyl, I guess. Yeah.
Or find some low quality rips people have made on YouTube of the missing songs.
I wonder if there are.
There
There
probably
usually
is.
is. Then they get taken down, then they get put back, and yeah.
It's a fun game.
I wouldn't be surprised if Molly Hatchet's in that area where they don't care about the copyright anymore.
Well, they're dead.
Well, the label isn't.
The label is like, we can still make money off their corpses, so let's do it. So, anyways, on that note,
Let's get started.
All right. Side 1.
'Cause I'm free
As a bird now.
and this turd you cannot cage.
Feel like I'm dragging a heavy load.
Hallelujah, brothers.
Sing it.
There's the sound collage. And we're back from side 1. That was a giant burst of energy. What'd you guys think?
I want to cut the sleeves off of my shirt and shotgun a beer.
that was really good. I thought Leonard Skinner sounded great.
The Molly Hatchets.
Oh, yeah, the Molly Hatchets.
Yeah, that was great. It's awesome. It is like one of those albums that you just want to pound 12 beers to and light some fucking fireworks off and
They
shoot some
really
guns.
they
Yeah.
really captured the live atmosphere and energy, I think.
They are a ripping live band. I've never
Yeah.
heard a live album from them, but I'm like, God damn, they sound incredible, honestly.
and this was their past the prime period. They were still
Exactly.
a great live band.
Yeah, exactly. Past their
Like-
prime, they were fucking ripping.
these 4 versions of these songs to me are the best versions of these songs. Like, love the studio albums, but I mean that energy on on this version of Flirting with Disaster, for instance, is just like, I don't know, you can't help but like have that like live energy like feeling while you're just even just sitting here in the living room, the air conditioned living room, like listening to it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes me want to drive to Florida and smack a gator or something.
Yeah.
Gator country.
Man. Just so good. Really takes me back to, like you said.
Well, I think
Like I can
it
relate
sounds
with
like
you,
both
Steve.
of our dads are really into Southern rock, so we probably have like some similar experiences of like hanging out with our dads or driving with our dads or whatever. And
Always Skinnerd or 38 Special or Molly Hatchet, something like that. Yeah, that was really good. Took me back, and I mean, God, I'm just blown away how good they sounded.
My dad was more of a Creedence Clearwater Revival guy.
My dad liked them too.
Yeah.
He liked all kinds of like that kind of stuff.
Wasn't your dad like yacht rock, Dave?
No, my dad was into folk rock and Motown.
Oh, I meant folk rock, not yacht rock.
Yeah, no, my dad doesn't like the Eagles. Yeah,
My dad liked yacht rock too. Like he liked yacht rock, and then like I think the best of bread that you have on your wall was his, and he also, which was proto yacht rock. And then
that first fucking side was fucking brutal.
oh yeah, it was terrible. If you think they're,
I still think it was hilarious that Dave came out of the bathroom and was like, "Did you put the wrong record on?"
yeah.
I mean, that album is about as boring as their fucking name is. But
Unlike this band, who probably would give wedgies and swirlies to the members of Bread.
yes,
Now, Danny Joe Brown would be cool, but
Yeah, no, like this band, like the music they make sounds like a band named Molly Hatchet would make too.
yeah,
well, and I said earlier, like probably a lot of power metal fans have bought their albums on accident, like expecting like power metal, and it's like Southern rock. But that said, I mean, they use a lot of harmonies that don't sound out of place in like a metal song. So like at the time, I could see why they were trying to claim they were more metal than Southern rock. I'm not buying it, but I can see why they tried.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
mean, I think their music does still reflect the album covers. It's like loud. The live, they should have put one of them Vikings on the live record cover.
Yeah.
Because this is the best representation of that kind of
Yeah,
aesthetic, I would think.
Now,
Yeah.
I will say, and I never really noticed this when listening to it casually, but I do notice the absence of the third guitar player, especially when like there's like little licks and runs that they do between like verses and stuff that was kind of missing like a little top end, I think.
The big boomer
Yeah.
bend at the
Yeah.
end of,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? The weenie
Yeah.
big boomer bend at the end was missing the like really high end guitar.
Yeah, I think it was most noticeable on Flirting with Disaster.
Yeah, because and I mean all of these came from the first record, but that one's the one that I
The
think,
first and second.
yeah, that one I think utilizes the 3 guitars a lot on the studio version. But this still ripped. Like I wouldn't be mad.
And I
That's
do-
like a nitpick almost.
If I had a time machine, this is probably a show I would go back to,
Mhm.
or at least
Yeah.
one of their in their prime shows or something.
All right.
Well, I wonder how many, because I wonder if they, because I've heard, I mean, I know this was a live show, but I wonder, you said it was from 2 different shows. Sometimes they would take like 2 different shows and like kind of edit them together.
Yeah, this is a mix of Jacksonville and Dallas.
So I wonder if they like,
They probably picked the best versions.
Yeah.
But I mean, anybody would.
yeah.
Yeah, and I don't think that's like
Oh, I wouldn't blame.
represents that if they're like bad live or something.
No.
No.
I'm
trying-
just curious, like, which,
Where every part came from.
yeah.
And I haven't found any like information about it or anything, but this doesn't seem like an album that was touched up in the studio, like Judas Priest or Kiss.
Yeah, it's unleashed in the studio.
Yeah, at least in the studio. I still like that album. I think it's a good album, but that's hilarious that it's not really live.
Well,
Like, remember Typo Negative's like fake live album?
Yeah, they just put crowd sounds in it.
Yeah, and there's like a moment where they like evacuated and stuff in it.
Graham Parsons has like a fake live album too that just is like they just pump a bunch of crowd sounds into
Yeah.
it and like it's
I always
just-
wanted to do fake live album. I should do that with my solo project because it'd be funny because I can't really play my solo music live.
Well, the Doors' first live album called Absolutely Live had like
It's not absolutely live.
had like
Absolutely not live.
had like over like 200 edits to make it like passable.
Yeah.
But it's actually a really good album. I like it, but it just
I defend the practice. I think it makes for a better album a lot of the time. But like if you can get away with it, like Iron Maiden's Live After Death.
Yeah.
I think they said that they didn't do any manipulation on that one. They said they were kind of against it, and that's in a lot of cases that's my favorite version of the Maiden songs too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
These days I really like live albums. When I was a kid, I hated them.
oh, I always loved live
like
albums.
I like it when they don't fix the fuck ups in live albums. I think that adds to the charm. Like there's that Bowie live in Santa Monica 1972 one where he fucks up the lyrics to a few of the songs, and that's part of the charm for me. Like I'm glad I like it when they don't fix it. It's cheating to fix it. It sucks when they fix it.
Because we've heard him do it perfectly. That's what the studio is for. To hear him like fuck it up, that's the charming thing. Like I love one of my favorite albums besides the MTV Unplugged by Nirvana was Live from the Muddy Banks, the live album that they released where they had, it wasn't like one show, but it was a bunch of different shows. And there's those shows sounds great, but you can hear when they fucked up or like just had some like flubs. It's great.
I prefer it when it's honest, but I also don't care that there are bands that fix it. I think there's a place for both.
Yeah. But actually the Doors, like speaking of like absolutely live, like a lot of those recordings where they took those live to put it to make that compilation of live recordings have like since been released, and it's not, the edits aren't like actually that bad. Like it's just like sometimes when Jim Morrison would cuss or something that they would edit it out.
That makes sense to make something more marketable.
Yeah.
Although it is a double-edged sword, kind of, because have you ever heard that live Neil Young album, Time Fades Away?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one is not great. I don't mind it, but I think it's not good. He hated the band that played on it, and he was like in a really low point of his like emotionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so maybe that could have gone through some edits and it would have made it better or something.
I don't know. I kind of like...
Or not released it.
Yeah, or not released it. You can just not release it. Or also, too...
Well, I'm sure if... I mean, I don't know the situation, but there are a lot of situations where they're like, all right, we need to do this to get out of a record deal and that kind of shit.
Yeah, I guess I would have to look into it a lot more to know like the whole story behind it, but yeah, maybe that one. I was just thinking that maybe there are some live albums that do need a couple edits.
I've listened to a lot of bad live albums, and a lot of times you find them in like budget bins and stuff, and
it's usually something like crapped out. You know, that they're like you said, to fulfill a contract or something like that.
Yeah, and I think that's why I was initially kind of sour to live albums. But I mean, some of my favorite these days are live albums, like Deep Purple's Made in Japan. I think is amazing.
Great.
Yeah. I enjoy the live Sex Pistols album where you, at the beginning, hear Sid's bass and then the sound guy figures out that he should turn it off.
Same guy that probably shot Yoko Ono off.
Yeah.
I don't like all the Sex Pistol live stuff just sounds so shitty. And
it does.
And it's like, no wonder, like, besides, it wasn't until later on in the 90s when they actually got back together that they sounded okay. But like in the 70s, they just sounded like shit.
It sounded like three different guys playing three different songs.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a hot take, but I've just like never liked the Sex Pistols.
I like their album.
I never really got into them. Like, they always sounded, I don't know, too snotty, too preachy and snotty to me.
Yeah.
They inspired bands that were better than them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I discovered...
See, like, they don't understand why we like Kiss, so it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. And those are completely opposite bands. Well, actually, no, they're not.
They're both heavily marketed.
I was going to say Sex Pistols started to, like, as like an ad for a clothing store, essentially.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
Kiss is will do anything for $1.
Yeah.
But
Literally anything.
So will the Misfits, although I do like the Misfits.
Yeah,
I'm wearing
Yeah,
I'm wearing a Misfits shirt, so
I think that's because Danzig will also needs the money.
Yeah.
well, I'm actually wearing more
That's
of
the
a
only reason he's
Danzig
probably
shirt
working with Jerry
than I am
Only.
Is he?
Yeah, they're back.
Yeah.
They've been back together for a while now, haven't they?
yeah,
And Jerry only keeps trying to convert Danzig to Christianity.
yeah. He needs to
Things that'll
repent in
never
his
happen.
way.
Yeah.
You know, and it loops back around because Jerry Only was there when somebody died. Somebody famous in the Sex Pistols. Right?
Sid Vicious, yeah.
Sid Vicious died. Yeah, he
Yeah.
was there.
He was at the party that night that Sid OD'd afterwards. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
I saw the Jerry Only version of the Misfits, and so did Sean.
Yeah.
How
Dan, were
was
you
it?
there too, or
I
Did you
wasn't
buy
there,
that
no.
live album?
It actually wasn't bad.
I found it entertaining. The only thing I thought was weird is Punk at the arena was fucking weird.
yeah.
In general,
Well, I thought
What tour was this? Who else played?
Dead Kennedys.
Oh, it was like this. It was like a zombie band tour, right?
Yeah.
Dead Kennedys without Jello Biafra, and they
Misfits without Danzig.
had Misfits without Danzig and something else.
Suicidal Tendencies.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
But that was it's Suicidal Tendencies.
No, they weren't on that.
Oh, they weren't on that one?
No.
Who was it?
It was 6 rounds of rock is what punk
Oh,
rock was
yeah.
what it was
Hold
called.
on.
And it was Misfits, Dead Kennedys, Guttermouth,
Vandals?
the Vandals.
Is that all? That's
I think the
also-
Vandals is no original members at this point.
And I can't remember
Yeah, I was
the
gonna say
other.
that's also. a
I
zombie
can't
band.
remember who the other two
Strung
were.
Out and Total Chaos. I just looked it up.
Oh, thanks.
I remember liking the show. I thought Jerry Only did a decent job fronting the Misfits.
Yeah, I actually thought it was pretty good. I mean, he's been playing the songs for fucking 40 plus years, like almost 50 years.
Did they
so-
do Last Caress?
Yeah,
Okay, because I heard he hates that song.
he did it.
Okay,
so-
that he did it, yeah.
Why wouldn't he? He will do any. They'll do
Yeah.
anything for $1.
That's true, yeah.
He did Last Caress. He did they did classic Misfit songs and modern
They
Misfits.
did like grave songs too,
Yeah.
like Dig Up Your Bones.
Yeah.
Did they do more than just Dig Up Your Bones?
They did Dig Up Her Bones, Helena, American Psycho.
I think my favorite Graves era song is 1 million BC.
I don't think they
1
did.
million years BC.
They didn't do that song though. Not that I remember. But they did like both. They did a mixture of both.
Mm-hmm.
And when they did She, he's like, this was the first Misfit song ever, and then they jumped into She.
Yeah, it's a good night. Although I would have rather been at this show.
I would have
Yeah.
rather been at one of these Molly Hatchet shows, Jacksonville or Dallas.
Anyway, let's go track by track.
That was a long tangent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really long. Yeah.
We'll cut that. We'll cut
Whiskey
that.
Man.
Whiskey Man.
No, I just I completely forgot we were doing the podcast. Actually,
Whiskey Man. Very loud crowd. Like the crowd noise at the
Oh,
beginning
yeah.
was wall to wall.
Yeah, they're going fucking crazy,
You-
and then
you
they
could-
play,
you could
and it's
tell
like
they're
that's
having a
why they're
blast.
going fucking crazy.
Yeah.
and I said, "Fucking great intro." That
Yeah,
that fucking intro, like the crowd going crazy intro into the
The
song.
guy
yeah, the
yelling.
announcer guy. Yeah.
They really
Yeah.
got to start bringing that back at shows. Like,
They
I
really do.
I really think that's cool.
when he's like, "From Jacksonville, Florida,
Molly
Hatchet!" The crowd goes fucking ape shit.
Crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Into the
Yeah, that
first.
really
fucking-
isn't a thing anymore, is it?
No.
And that's so hype.
It's like bands just wander on stage, like, do, 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 do.
Yeah.
Like that
Just
happened.
shuffle on. Yeah.
Like,
Well, a lot of times they play a tape or whatever. They come out to the
like when we saw Local H, like you didn't even know Local H. I said that's Local H right there, and you're like, no, it isn't. That's
Yeah.
you thought it was the
I thought it was
fucking.
roadies.
You thought it was the roadies. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure that's the Local H guy.
They're just going to shuffle around on stage
Stage.
for a little while. And
and then
yeah.
they started. Then he
Yeah.
started playing, and they're like, oh, it is him. So yeah,
yeah, and you could tell Danny Joe Brown is just great at whipping up the crowd.
Yeah.
Like you could tell he's having a lot of fun. Like he's just like, oh yeah, how you doing, Texas? Like
Yeah. No, yeah, great frontman too. We were talking about.
Yeah.
He really is great with the crowd work. Like
The tone of like all the instruments sounded fantastic. The fucking harmonica was great.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that sounded so kick ass. And yeah, and the guitar solo in the of the first of Whiskey Man was just great. Like,
I
and
like
that
how
tone was great.
braggadocious this song is.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I can drink a lot more whiskey than you can.
yeah. And that's the song.
Yeah.
And it used to be a simpler time. Like you could
Yeah.
just be like, I drank a lot.
I drink a lot. This isn't about how I'm sad about it either.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's not country. I'm not sad about it. I like getting drunk and drinking more than you.
Yeah.
And it's not country. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing, because like it's like country's like taking over. I like drink whiskey and beer on the weekends. It's like, fuck you.
Yeah.
I remember that guy that was on some recent thing that was Trump. I think Trump was doing. Oh no, it was the fake halftime show where he's just like, I just want to drive my truck, drink my beer, mow my lawn. Like nobody's stopping you from
Yeah.
doing any of those things.
And also, like, man, I thought that song was a joke because
I thought it. If somebody had showed me that and said it was a parody, I would have believed it.
exactly. It was so close to parody. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. But yeah, I liked the vocal delivery on this too, just like a good intense snarl to it. One thing that I liked about this version, even though it was lacking the third guitar, I liked the plinky saloon piano.
Yeah.
So that would have been the keyboardist that they didn't have the keyboardist for the recording though.
Well, you'll hear. I don't remember if it was on the studio. I don't think so. But you'll find out later on in this album how great of a keyboard player he is, because the Danny Joe Brown song that they essentially cover on this is a fucking piano epic. But we'll get there when we get there. Any more thoughts on Whiskey Man?
No.
Excellent opener.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's good for him to not open with Flirting with Disaster or like Gator Country. Whiskey Man, while like was a big song, it's not like one of their most well-known hits, but it's got great energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Good one to warm up the crowd.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was really looking into like, was there an opener at this show?
No
Or-
idea. Yeah, it's hard to find information.
From
about
what I can see, either a Canadian band. I don't know if this is a tangent, but
Yeah. It's
the
relevant.
Canadian band called Helix opened for them, or they were opening for Triumph.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Rush knockoff Triumph.
They got back together recently.
Triumph the Insult Comic Dog.
Yeah, Triumph the Insult Comic Dog.
I have a Triumph album on vinyl. I couldn't tell you a thing about it though.
Yeah, but
It's
can you
called
imagine
For Me
this
to
band
Poop On.
opening for you? Fuck that.
I wouldn't want to follow
Yeah,
this band.
exactly. Fuck that.
Yeah.
For Triumph's got to do that every night.
Yeah.
Well, there's a story of Led Zeppelin opening for the Doors, and
Blowing them out every night.
and no, I don't know if it was like one show or whatever, but like they played, and then after like they came off stage, Jim Morrison came up to him and said, "Hey man, you guys left nothing for us."
Yeah.
I was thinking that because you have a Led Zeppelin shirt on. You didn't even realize you were wearing a Led Zeppelin shirt, did you?
I,
He had to
I,
change
sp-
it. He
I
got
spilled, I spilled wing sauce on my other
Yeah,
shirt.
you got barbecue sauce on it.
Yeah.
Next one, Bounty Hunter. This is my favorite Molly Hatchet song, and this is my favorite version of this Molly Hatchet song.
It was my favorite song on the side, having not heard this whole double album before.
Yeah.
I love how he just goes, "Hell yeah!"
Hell yeah, brother!
Yeah, this really hits home how the band really lost something when he left. When
Yeah.
Danny Joe Brown left for the other two albums.
I haven't heard Jimmy do this song, but I can't imagine it's great.
No, and I can't imagine that it sounds anything like close. He has such a unique voice and so much personality to the band.
Probably after we're done recording, I'm gonna look it up out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like one of the heavier songs too. Yeah.
I remember when we did the Danny Joe Brown album, you talked about how narrative it was and how you liked that.
Yeah.
And this is an example of that kind of songwriting, because it's a story about a bounty hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And that's it.
it's just kind of telling it's almost like routine, like the story he's telling, like just kind of the daily life of a bounty hunter. And he's like, well, someday they're gonna come for me too. So yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was fucking awesome. I thought the intro riff was fucking killer.
Yeah, yeah.
And
And I
and
think
the
this is a really
solo
good.
was fucking great. It was very tasty.
I think this is a really good like second song too. Like you said, like Whiskey Man like warms the crowd up, and then it goes hell yeah, and then
it's
this
Bounty
fucking-
Hunter,
yeah.
keep them going.
It was really like a song you could fucking jam to.
Yeah.
If it was like if it was a heavy metal crowd, the crowd would be like.
And there's a lot of extended jamming on this album, which is really nice, and another reason to like pick it up because it's just fresh versions of songs that you've probably heard a bunch of times if you're like a Molly Hatchet fan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is probably my favorite song on the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine too.
And
I agree.
It's great. You guys kind of nailed it on the head. I really don't have much more I can add, much more praise I can add on to it.
Yeah.
10 out of 10, perfect version, perfect song.
Yeah.
I would take
but
it
clear.
to dinner and fuck it.
Yeah. I let it eat crackers in bed, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buy it the lobster.
Yeah.
With the stuff with tacos.
Yeah.
Simpsons reference.
All right, the next one, Gator
Gator
Country.
Country.
Like the only time like I'm ever just like, man, Florida sounds awesome. Like
Yeah.
just the way that he describes it. Like you can tell that he like loves his hometown.
Yeah, he loves being from Florida. I like all the tongue-in-cheek references. to,
Yeah, just like,
other
oh
Southern
yeah,
rock songs.
yeah, you're Alabama, ain't nothing to me.
Yeah. This one wasn't as heavy as the first two, had a little bit more of a twang to it.
I wonder if they like when they play this song in Alabama. I wonder if that pisses people off.
Maybe.
Eh,
Oh, I'm sure they don't give a fuck.
Maybe. Does it piss people off when Skinner plays Sweet Home Alabama in Florida since they're not from Alabama? They're from
Well, I mean,
Florida?
they're not talking shit though. Like, oh, I hear Alabama's a nice place, but it ain't nothing to me. Like
Yeah.
saying that to an Alabama crowd.
They probably do something cheeky, you know. They're like, they're like, Alabama. Actually, it's pretty nice since we've been here.
Yeah.
Now that I've been here, I actually kind of like it.
Yeah.
Because they reference Skinner, they reference
Charlie
Charlie Daniels, the Outlaws,
Mm-hmm.
probably some others that I missed.
Last time
I missed the Charlie Daniels one. What did they said about?
He said Charlie Daniels says the good Lord lives in Tennessee, and then he goes, "Ha!" He's like, "I want to go back to the Gator Country."
With a wine
Yeah.
and the women are free.
Oh, I thought he was gonna talk about the devil went down to George.
Yeah, last time I was in Florida, let's see, it was incredibly humid out. There was a flag warning every day at the beach, so I never got to swim in the ocean. There was like no sidewalks to get from like where we were staying to like the downtown area. There's some cool stuff in the downtown area that I liked, but it was just annoying to get to because there was no fucking sidewalks.
A funny,
It's because they want you to take fucking cabs everywhere.
Yeah.
a funny Dave and me story is remember when we went into that gas station in the middle of nowhere, Iowa, and you were wearing your "Fight Fascism in Florida" shirt,
Yeah.
and they gave you like the stink eye.
Yeah. It has alligator eating Ron DeSantis on the front of it.
Well, and, like that gas station, like where like they fly a Trump flag, so it's obviously owned by some Trump guy.
Yeah.
And at the time, it's just like Dave, you should have been like Meatball Ron, am I right?
Yeah.
Honestly, one of my I hate Trump, but one of my favorite of his nicknames, Meatball Ron.
Meatball Ron's very good. It's fun to say.
Hey, I hate Trump too, but I mean he's
He's funny sometimes.
Well, yeah, he was a TV personality. Like,
Yeah.
He had some killer fucking nicknames.
If he'd stayed a TV personality, people would probably think higher of him. But
yeah.
But yes, Gator Country.
Gator Country.
The main thing that I noticed about this one was like the long extended jam on the outro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a good.
Yeah.
I like the extended jam on the outro.
It was like really good and high energy. It was the kind of sound I think of when I think Southern rock.
Yeah, and I don't know. I honestly don't know how those other bands do. Obviously, I know how Skinner was doing, but I don't know how like the other Southern rock peers were doing at this time. Like, if they were still ripping, are they even playing? Like, were the Outlaws still around?
Was this like 1985? Is this when Greg Allman was married to Cher?
No, that was in the 70s.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
So it was after that. So he was probably at a low point having gone through that.
You guys should do that album.
Yeah.
The Greg album, Cher album.
We really should. That's
for the bad
for
album.
the bad album
Yeah, you
season.
should.
Yeah.
You should bring it in.
Yeah, well, maybe. I got other bad albums I want to bring.
Oh, okay.
I have so many bad albums that I couldn't fit them all in. So
Yeah.
Actually, I've still.
I guess I'm just gonna have to slip stinkers into future seasons.
Let me see. I have a list going, and how many do we get?
Too many.
8 or 9. If we expand it to 9 each, I can slip another one in.
9 each.
I don't know. I'm also looking forward to getting back to a regular season.
I am
so.
too. Like,
And we haven't even started the next season yet. So.
Well, I'm also doing albums that were considered bad, but they were actually reevaluated as good.
Yeah, a few of mine are like that. So we're not literally doing all bad albums.
Yeah.
Next time you have me bring something in, I'm going to bring a bad album on purpose, though.
Yeah.
Well, the next time will be.
I mean, next season I'm bringing the Dee Dee Ramone rap album.
I'm bringing The Return of Bruno by Bruce Willis.
Oh hell yeah!
That's awesome.
Bruce Willis' Swing album.
I think the one I'm looking forward to the most is the Queensryche album I've picked because Sean hated like what could be arguably their best album.
Mindcrime.
Yeah. So I can't wait to hear what he thinks of them trying art rock.
Turns out Sean likes that one.
Yeah, he's like, this one was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so because Mindcrime, that one felt like it was about 10 hours long.
Close enough.
Yeah. Have you heard Mindcrime, Clayton?
Yes.
What do you think of it?
It's fine. It's good. I last time I listened to it was like years and years and years ago, so maybe I should reevaluate it. But I mean, I was like, yeah, that's fine. It didn't like strike my soul or anything, but I didn't think it was a bad album.
It's pretty bad.
Okay.
It's pretty bad.
Okay.
Kind of like Microsoft Plus or whatever it's called.
Microsoft.
I mean, that one I think is more of a vibe. It's like elevator music, you know. Like those albums like that, I don't really judge on the same merits as like I would even judge this. You know, it's more about a vibe. It's not like a song by song. I don't know. And I guess I haven't really listened to that all the way through, so I don't know why I'm defending it right now.
I don't know. You're
I
just
think
being
floral shop's a really good thing to put on when you're.
I think you're just being
depressed.
contrarian.
Yeah, I'm just being contrarian. I think you're being contrarian.
You're the contrarian.
Only one of us is contrarian.
Yeah. Only one of us is disagreeing with the rest of the room.
In retrospect, I wish Clayton was on the Ace Frehley episodes.
All right, but yeah.
I like Frehley's comment.
Any more thoughts on Gator Country?
Oh yeah, go back to Gator Country.
Oh yeah,
That's where the wine and the women are free.
I think it should be like the fucking state song of Florida. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
It should be.
I don't know why it's not. I don't even know what the state song of Florida is.
I was gonna say I don't know what it is.
It's probably I don't know.
It's probably some annoying
Something
show
about
tune or
meth.
something.
It's
Yeah.
gotta be. It's gotta be like something bad.
Remember when Nathan Explosion was governor of Florida?
Yeah, I thought this one was kind of like a nice way to take it down after two like pretty heavy and intense songs. Add like a nice little bit of twang and then like a lot of like jamming and improv on the outro, while the other ones were a little more tight and focused.
Yeah, I think it's a good bridge between Bounty Hunter and Flirting with Disaster. Which, speaking of,
Flirting with Disaster.
my second favorite Molly Hatchet song overall, my second favorite on this side.
Yeah.
Almost neck and neck, though. Like, I fucking love this song.
Also, their biggest hit by
Yeah.
a large margin, honestly.
Oh, the crowd was going ape shit once they started playing the intro.
And us, brave of them to play it. You know that there's a lot of people there because it's 85. There's a lot of people there that are just waiting to hear Flirting with Disaster, and then they're probably going to leave.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like they're already edging into legacy act territory, maybe.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious.
85, yeah, they were 8 years old. They were already on kind of like, if you have an original singer leave and come back, you're kind of in reunion territory.
I mean, and how big was Southern rock in the 80s?
Yeah,
You know
not
what I
very.
mean?
Yeah.
So,
Well, like, these days, I bet you that would be a song that they would save for the encore.
yeah,
Yeah.
they play it at the end these days. So maybe I'm thinking like a 20-year-old legacy act, but cool of them. So this actually tells me that this has to be also as long as fuck. It has to be their show. Like,
Yeah.
when I was talking about the opening band, so they'll probably have to be headlining.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about what their set list at the time looked like, since this is compiled from I think 2 different shows. Like, it doesn't say which show it was. I wonder if it does on the Discogs. I might look that up while we're listening to the next side. But yeah, anyway, Flirting with Disaster, higher energy than the original, like the studio version. A little faster.
Yeah.
This one is the one where I noticed the lack of third guitar the most.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially during those
The boomer band. At
yeah,
the
boomer
end.
bands.
Yeah. The drum hits sounded huge too.
Yeah. It, like I've said before, kind of reminds me of that period in my life where I was going to Florida, like literally.
Flirt with Disaster.
Yeah, so like there's a money where it's like we're almost out of money, and that was literally my situation. Like, me and my buddy, we took our Bush economic stimulus, and we bought a van and we just drove down to Florida, and we were literally flirting with disaster while listening to the song, since I had it on cassette. And I don't know, it gives me somehow nostalgic vibes of that, even though it was a very horrible period. But I guess that's because it's probably like one of my few good memories of going down there.
Going down there.
Well,
Going
I mean,
down there is the
when we
good
were going
memory.
down there, we had no idea what to expect.
Yeah, once you made it, it sucked. But
Yeah.
the journey was better than the destination.
Well, I mean, we went there literally during the 2008 economic recession. There were no jobs. I was working a telemarketing scam like every so often, because that was the only thing that was hiring, and it would get on my nerves, like knowing I was like involved in scamming people. So I couldn't stick around, but you also get like hungry. So
Yeah.
then I moved back to Nebraska, and the rest is history. But
And now you have a wildly successful podcast.
Yes.
That you make tons of money on.
Yeah.
You're just raking it in.
Wow, he couldn't even get through that without choking on his own
I know.
vomit.
Dude, I was holding it in. Steve's like telling his heartfelt story, and I'm like, oh, God.
Yeah.
I'm like, let him finish. Thank you.
Calm the fuck down there, Clayton.
But yeah, as a song, this one fucking rips.
Yeah.
A lot of like really jammy sections, a lot of like high energy guitar licks. You can tell Danny Joe Brown's having a blast, like on stage, like working everybody up. Yeah, amazing song.
Yeah.
Yep. Great song. Molly Hatchet's biggest hit.
If you've
By
heard
Lonnie
the studio
Martin.
version a bunch of times, check this version out.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody has. It's
I
one of those songs that everybody's heard, but they're like, "Oh, this is Molly." You have to be like, Molly Hatchet, burn with desire. You gotta like do the part, and then they know what you're talking about.
Well, I remember like when I was younger, I would just randomly buy like greatest hits albums from random bands and be like, "Oh, that's that band." I had no idea. Like I think that's happened with like Dreams. I'll never see like even from Molly Hatchet. We're like, "Oh, that's a Molly Hatchet song." I had no idea.
Yeah, I actually didn't know that was an Allman Brothers song. We'll get to that later. That's
Yeah.
later in the release. But yeah, I mean, sometimes it's hard to just talk about how great a song is.
I thought
it's just one of those
I did-
perfect songs. Like,
I did
In a lot of
agree,
ways,
though,
it's
that-
easier to talk about bad
Yeah.
music because
Yeah.
it's more fun.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just one of those perfect songs, and like you, it really brings me back to like not just going to see it with my dad, but like just doing stuff. Like that was always the CD that was on in the car, and my dad's like,
Yeah.
Right.
"Molly Hatchet, this song's about a gator.
It's flat.
And
Fuck
this song's
Friday.
about gators fucking.
This song's about gators." He's like, "This song's about flirting with disaster."
What were you gonna say, Sean?
Oh, I was just gonna say that
Gators fucking.
I did think this version was better than the recording, because I've heard the recording before.
Which is
course.
also great. But
Yeah.
Now, like lyrically, I think this one is about them running out of money while they're on tour, which makes a lot of sense because
First album, yeah.
always brutal to be a musician on the road. It sounds like.
Also in the 70s, like it's one of those like nebulous times. Like now we live obviously in an internet age, everybody's connected, blah blah, but like the 70s was still a time where you could like get away with a lot of stuff. You could just get away with anything,
Yeah.
like
You could fake your death and move to a different state.
You
It's
could
like
have
the-
two families
yeah.
that nobody would know.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
The last decade, you could do that, really.
just anything could
Yeah.
happen while you're a band on the
You
road.
could do it in the 80s, probably in the 90s a little bit better, a
Yeah.
little bit.
But first record, I mean, I read stuff about, they're like begging for food on the road and stuff. They were a real band. They're a real rock and roll band. They really fucking climbed their way to the top and partied their way to the bottom.
I wonder if they siphoned the gas out of any other vehicles to fill up their van.
I think this song just did a great job of taking like all the tensions and stress that they had on the road and turning it into like, just this lightning blast of a song.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the album artwork is pretty awesome, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Side 2, we have...
Okay, so this next side, these next two songs are gonna stick out like a sore thumb, and spoiler alert, I don't think you guys are gonna like them.
Oh, no. Are they from the other singer?
No, the songs they did from the other singer were actually highlights on this album, I'd say. No, these two songs are from their previous the studio album that came before this live album.
Oh, okay.
So this is when I haven't found any information on this, but I've heard rumors that the record company was just like, "Hey, Eliminator was a big seller, so you guys we're gonna bring in some pop rock songwriters to come in, and they're gonna write the songs for you, and you guys are just gonna record them." And they sound nothing like Molly Hatchet. They're not what I want from Molly Hatchet. I've kind of grown to like these two songs in kind of, I don't want to say like an ironic way, but more of a just
Appreciate them as a piece of the band's history.
yeah, yeah. We'll go with that. But it's very 80s tinged.
All right.
So we got Stone in Your Heart, Satisfied Man, and then we get that out of the way, and we go back to a southern rock song called Bloody Reunion, which is from the other singer, and then Boogie No More.
What's Boogie No More from?
It's from one of their earlier albums. I
From
think.
the discotheque.
Or no, I think that might be from their first reunion album that wasn't a pop album.
Okay.
No Guts, No Glory. Was that one?
Yeah, the one where they're outside the western looking general store
Yeah.
or whatever.
The only one that doesn't have a Frank Frazetta cover, essentially.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So this is all... So, like, the first side was early era. Second side is their more recent stuff.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
So, all right, here we go. Side 2.
Yeehaw!
I'm scared.
Fun to see live. Like, vamping that long is really fun to see live.
Yeah. Oh, even if I was standing there, though, I think I would be
Yeah.
like, all right.
All right, yeah. I think
I get it.
I
Wrap
think
it up, boys.
now would probably be a good time to go to the bar, get another drink, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, they stole the crowd noises from Leonard Skinner.
Spoiler, we'll talk about that when we get to it. But we're back from side B of Double Trouble Live by Molly Hatchet. So,
Which side is it?
side B.
Wow.
Complete left turn.
Yeah, I didn't like it as much as the first side.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, half of it was interesting, to say the least.
Yeah.
I like the two 80s pop songs, but they're not what I want to hear from Molly Hatchet. So
Yeah.
it's just, it was really weird. Like, you go from Flirting with Disaster to Stone in Your Heart, and it's a complete 180. I think they were trying to make them sound kind of like ZZ Top, but Clayton, you said you think they were aiming for something else?
I think that this was their. I should have looked up what year Easy Lover came out, but this feels like their version of Easy Lover. It reminded me more, just like the riff and then the guitar solo. It just gave me more of like that kind of vibe, like a Phil Collins rock vibe.
And both of those songs were from an album that the band barely had anything to do with. Like, it sounds like it was written mostly by a guy. Like, I think you looked it up a little bit.
I did. I looked into it. These two songs, this one and Satisfied Man, were written by a guy named Tom DeLuca, who seemed like just a contributor to a bunch of random people. And he wrote most of their album, The Deed Is Done, which was like their pop album.
The deed that was done was selling out.
Exactly. The deed was indeed
Hey,
done.
I made that joke, motherfucker.
I was gonna credit Sean, but yeah.
Dave is a plagiarist. H Bomber guy is gonna come and
He's gonna make a 1 hour YouTube video about it.
No, like, see,
well,
like,
I'm looking
like
forward to seeing that in 2032.
Plagiarizing someone else in the room is like stealing their food at a restaurant. You just like reach over and take a fry while making eye contact without asking permission.
We all know you were that dude in class that like your friend would whisper you a joke and then you'd say it out loud and everybody laugh at it, so they think you did it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I drink your milkshake, Sean.
I drink your milkshake.
Tom DeLuca.
That's a totally different band.
Different Tom.
Monkey.
He wrote almost that whole album for him. He wrote this song, which is called
Stone in Your Heart.
Stone in Your Heart. I've forgotten that twice now.
I have it right here.
It really sounds like it was a completely different band.
It sounds like exercise montage music.
I didn't think it was that bad. I probably wouldn't like it if the Molly Hatchet name was attached to it.
I like at first I didn't think it sounded that bad, but then it kept going. It really overstayed its welcome, and it was only like 4 minutes long. There are like 8-minute long songs on this record that don't overstay their welcome.
Yeah.
And so like
it did get worse the longer it went, but for a while there, I was like, okay, this like isn't bad. Like maybe a Danny Joe Brown solo album that could have used that. He could have pivoted to yacht rock or something.
It was okay until the guitar solo. I thought the guitar solo sounded like ass, like because they put some sort of effect on the guitar.
Yeah, and
I think they were trying to go for that ZZ Top Eliminator sound.
Yeah.
But it sounded very like 80s, like overproduced sound that I don't really like. That like flanger, like I don't know. I just didn't like the sound.
Well, like every single song before this had just like blazing hot, like hard rock lead guitar playing, and then it's that like 80s sound, which I don't mind, but you know it
didn't really match. It didn't. I don't know. Like you guys say,
it sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, it really does. It's a big left turn. Also, Tom DeLuca eventually tragically died at the age of 70 from a armed robbery in his home.
Oh, damn.
Him and his wife both killed and then not discovered for a couple days. So R.I.P.
That took a dark turn.
R.I.P. to
I
Tom.
remember you saying, "Oh, I don't know if I should mention this," and I'm like, "Oh, you totally should."
Yeah, that's what happened. The guy that did it is incarcerated, but from all I can see, he didn't seem like a bad guy. He just wrote songs, and his wife was like a producer for American Idol. No, the guy that wrote these two songs.
Well, you said like he didn't see he was a bad guy.
No,
the guy
no,
that killed him.
no,
was
a different,
a
like a 22-year-old broke into his house.
He's like, you brought fucking this shit into the world.
Now,
in your heart.
oddly enough, these two like poppier songs, I think they would have fit the other singer better.
And that's an interesting take, and I would agree. Because he had more of a generic poppy voice.
Yeah.
But what I was impressed is that Danny Joe Brown was singing on this song.
I will say that, yeah.
It was good. Like, not even just in his Molly Hatchet voice. Like, he was just straight up singing. And he was pretty good. Like, I could have seen him pivoting to something else.
It really does show that the band are versatile musicians, I will say.
Yeah.
Because like I didn't recognize the drummer barely because especially on Satisfied Man, he almost sounded more like a drum machine than like a southern rock drummer.
Yeah,
like going into like back into the more southern Bloody Reunion song, it's like, oh, there's the life in the drummer again. But I will also say it's impressive that he sounded like a steady drum machine too. So
I don't know. It was just weird how they like. It's almost like they changed like instruments, changed like a completely different setup.
Right? Yeah, it really does.
Just 2 songs.
I'm gonna listen to the studio version later.
Part of me wonders if like occasionally he'd introduce and be like, "These are for the ladies" or something. You know?
Yeah.
These are our girl songs. These are our girlfriend songs.
I make you wet in your panties, all right.
I bet the originals are even like glossier. Like I bet these are the grittier versions of these songs.
Yeah,
probably the best versions of these songs. Yeah.
Yeah, Satisfied Man, I guess, just Are we ready to segue into that one? I
Yeah.
guess?
This one sounded like hair metal.
This one was garbage, dude. This was the worst song I've ever heard from Molly Hatchet.
Yeah.
This one was
Yeah.
garbage.
The keyboard sounded like Rock and Roll Creation by Spinal Tap.
See, I love the keyboards, but I don't think it's like in earnest. I think it's because they sound like cheesy.
They're just
80s
like bing,
keyboard.
bing, 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 bing. They're like, put a
Well, that part
keyboard
where
on
it comes
it.
in, it's like dun 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 dun. I'm like, oh yeah.
I really
Yeah, this fucking sticks, man.
I really
sucks.
couldn't take it anymore. I had to go take a piss. So I was just like,
Yeah, this would be another beer song.
yeah. I was just like,
I gotta go to the bathroom.
The first one, I'd be like, okay, that was kind of weird, but like not bad necessarily. And then I'm like, yeah, I gotta go get another beer now.
Yeah, the.
I don't think I'm gonna go buy their album, guys.
Yeah,
I thought.
album cover's still cool though.
It is. It really is.
I don't know. I just thought it was. I didn't think it was like I hated it. I just thought it was terrible. I just thought it wasn't good.
You're like, I don't know if I hated it. It was just terrible.
Like I didn't. It wasn't worse than Mindcrime.
Is that your rating scale now?
Yeah.
What do you rate it on Mindcrime to 10?
Well, actually, the worst. I think we've all agreed that the worst is what was that?
What, Def Leppard or Iced Earth?
Iced Earth.
Iced Earth. Oh,
10.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you rank it between Iced Earth
John-
and Mindcrime?
John Shaver took that picture of him from the Capitol, is using it on merch now.
So okay.
And some people will do anything.
He's
for
like,
a
I'm
dollar."
ready to do another Sons of Liberty album, guys.
If Iced Earth was a 0, Mindcrime's like a 0.5. So
Where's Pyromania then?
what's that?
Where's Pyromania?
It's like a 0.55.
So you
Oh,
like
really?
you like Pyromania more than
Ooh, hot
Mindcrime?
take.
I'd listen to Pyromania again before I'd listen to Mindcrime.
What about Bread?
Wow.
What about Bread? I don't have to.
What
listen
about
to
bread? Yeah, what about him?
I don't have to listen to Bread again. I don't have to
What
listen
about
to
Macintosh
Mindcrime.
Plus?
What's that? About Macintosh Plus? I'd rather take a shit.
No, at what point though?
What point? Yeah, 0. That's a.
That's the lowest then.
It's no. Macintosh Plus.
Next time you got to just
I
compile a
don't
list
know,
of your
man.
top 10 worst albums.
I don't know, man. Because
What-
I don't even.
What about Ace Frehley?
I don't even consider that a fucking album. This is what it is. It's not even fucking music.
It's
I'm
elevator
gonna make
music,
you listen to
dude.
ska at some
It's a
point for
vibe.
this.
It's music.
It's about a vibe.
Ace Frehley. I would listen to Ace Frehley before I'd listen to fucking Mindcrime again.
Well, you guys like New York Groove.
Yeah, New York Groove was good.
Yeah, but
Ace
then I
really
listened-
didn't write that song, just,
No,
just
I
to
was
point
gonna
that
say,
out,
but
too.
then I-
Yeah, it was a cover. Yeah.
Yeah, but then I listened to the original and I liked the original better. So it's like,
Speaking of, the original is in Grand Theft Auto 4, and I think that's weird because it's Liberty City. There isn't a New York City.
Yeah, isn't
Yeah.
that strange?
Yeah. So what's the New York Groove in the Grand Theft Auto universe?
Every song, all the songs in San Andreas
I
are in
would
LA.
say,
So, I mean, like,
I don't know. I would say Ace Frehley is a 1 because it's like, I think it's better than Mindcrime. Mindcrime's like,
You think that album's better than Mindcrime?
yes.
Wow.
Ooh.
I thought Mindcrime
Wow.
was fucking terrible.
wow.
I'm sorry, dude. I do not know how you like Mindcrime so much.
You said in the episode you could see why I liked it.
I haven't heard this episode. I'm actually going to listen to it.
I take it back. Like, I'm just, because I remember, I think it's because of distance. Like, I don't know. It was just terrible. I was probably trying to be nice and not completely shit on Queensryche.
I just think it was fun that I was able to bring an album in that like Dave liked enough that I could team up against you.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna team up against him when we go back to doing good albums next season because I'm bringing in Sonic Youth.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I like Sonic Youth all of a sudden.
Maybe you're due for a readjustment.
I don't know. I tried to listen to Washing Machine or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that was kind of boring actually.
Well, to pivot back, Satisfied Man is weird, cheesy dance song that I was
Yeah.
bopping to when we were sitting here, so I'll give it that.
Yeah. Bloody Reunion felt like a nice shot of energy after those two, though.
Yeah, like a return to form.
Yeah.
This is what I want from Molly Hatchet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't heard this one before. I know they recorded it with the other singer, and that's probably why I hadn't heard it before. But
Yeah.
pretty good overall.
Like,
I
good
didn't
high
think it
energy
was
blues
bad.
rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Danny Joe Brown's vocals on this song better than Jimmy's vocals on the original.
Exactly. It sounds like Molly Hatchet now.
Yeah.
I like the plinky, like the saloon piano was back after the weird overproduced keyboard sound.
Yeah, that was. I
Yeah.
still would.
It's like, all right, guys, we got to shift back to our original setup here.
Yeah.
Like they rolled it back onto stage.
I liked the guitar licks at the end too. Yeah, just like it didn't strike me like as great as the 4 songs on the first side, but it was good, and it was like a good return to form.
Well, all those songs I say are like S tier quality. This one's like A quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a mid-tier Molly Hatchet song, but a mid-tier Molly Hatchet song is still better than a lot of shit.
I mean, if I was at this show, I would have been fucking flailing my body and shit.
Yeah.
so-
Yeah.
Finally, after Satisfied Man.
Well, and one thing I noticed about Satisfied Man, you could tell he was saving his voice for other songs. Like,
Yeah.
there's part where he's like, Satisfied Man.
I
He
probably been yelling like, "What is this shit?"
he had to have known. He's like, this is our worst song. This is
Yeah.
bad. But it's the second single, so he has to play it. I assume those two
I'll
were the
bet you
singles.
these guys were the type that are just like, label says we got to write with these guys and we got to record their songs. Well, I guess they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink some more Jack Daniels,
We're running out of cocaine money. We need to do something.
flick some cigarette butts at some gators.
But yeah, Bloody Reunion, I think it's the best one on this side. A really good like blues rocker.
I was almost gonna say the one after it was the best one on the side, but then it went on like way
Yeah.
too long.
That
Yeah.
one overstayed its welcome like
Yeah.
quite a bit. Like I'm sure it was fine if you were there. Like I bet you it was awesome if you were like sitting there watching it and you were in a fucking stadium full of people or whatever kind of shows they were playing at this time. But it was the same 12-bar blues riff over and over again.
Yeah, it was.
And like the soloing was fine, but it wasn't like as dynamic as the shit that they were doing with like, I don't know, Flirting with Disaster, you know?
Yeah.
This felt like it was trying to be Flirting with Disaster and Freebird at the same time.
Well, I think you said they were just like, this is from the first one where Danny Joe Brown came back, and I think you said something along the lines of like, "Oh yeah, look, Danny Joe Brown's back. Like,
Yeah.
here's the jamming again."
And we're Molly Hatchet and we're back. You see this? Look at us just faffing about.
Felt like half the song was the outro for Boogie No More. Though.
It was.
So, yeah.
If this was a 4-minute song, and it probably is on the album,
Yeah.
I would probably like it a lot more. And I will say this: I never got annoyed with this song when I've been out driving, or if I've like casually put it on and I'm listening to it while playing video games or something. So it's just kind of when you're in a situation where you're forced to pay attention to, you're like, this has been going on for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was interesting that it started sounding more like the kind of heavy metal they said that they thought they sounded more like, you know, like it sounded more like an Aerosmith song, but then when it did get to the solo at the end, it's like, okay, yeah, it's back into the Southern rock territory. I can hear like some slide, and like the way they're improvising sounds a lot more, you know, like within that territory with like the bluesiness to it. Then it just kept going, and it lost favor with me.
I want to circle back to the pop songs real quick because Clayton said something that I thought was interesting. Where
What was the name of the album after? I'm sorry. What was the name of the album after he came back?
No Guts, No Glory.
No Guts, No Glory.
That was the one he came back on. And then the one after, I think, is The Deed Is Done.
Okay.
Which is the pop one.
All right, go ahead. What you were saying?
so on Clayton, you said something kind of interesting where you said "Stone in Your Heart" sounded like a complete 180, but "Satisfied Man" sounds like it was written by somebody that had actually heard Molly Hatchet before.
That's why I looked it up. That's why I started looking it up because I'm like, oh, was this song written for somebody else? Which Tom DeLuca did write both of those songs for himself,
Yeah.
his own album, and then kind of gave them to Molly Hatchet. It seems like.
I wonder if those versions are publicly available.
Yes, he released a solo album, and they are available.
Oh, I kind of want to hear those now.
Yeah, I know. I was curious too, but yeah, he. That's essentially what happened.
Yeah. But anyway, back to Boogie No More.
But yeah, it's like, oh, sorry, I forgot.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead and say what you're
I
going
was
to say.
gonna say you're right. It's like Tom DeLuca wrote that song for himself. He's like, all right, you can have this one. And then he co-wrote that one with Molly Hatchet after he'd already heard what the band sounds like. And I was like, oh, we should do this instead.
Yeah.
But let's back to Boogie No More. You guys have any more thoughts on that one?
It wasn't on that album.
What?
It wasn't on No Guts, No Glory.
Was it also on The Deed Is Done?
Let me see.
The deed is done.
Oh, which one was it on, man?
The deed is done. That's the album it was on? No?
No, it wasn't on The Deed Is Done.
Maybe that's
It's off Flirting with Disaster.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to cut all that then.
I would recommend it.
Yeah.
That's kind of a.
It's a really
there it
big
is,
error.
It's
Yeah.
on Flirting with Disaster.
Yeah, it's on Flirting.
Okay,
Flirting.
hey, we figured it out. It's on Flirting with Disaster. You fucking lied to us, Steve. I don't know
Oops.
if you did, or whoever said
No,
it.
I said it.
That's fine.
It's fine. It was.
Which means they probably didn't play anything off.
Yeah, I don't know what was on
I
No
was
Guts No Glory.
curious,
I did think this was a reunion song too, but it's
I
Flirting
just want-
with Disaster is pretty much a lot of bangers. So.
No, Boogie No More is 6 minutes long on the album.
Oh my god! So I mean, they're faffing about on there too.
I
They wanted two Flirting with Disasters.
Everyone on the fucking pot that knows the album, Flirting with Disaster, is probably screaming, "Boogie No More is on Flirting with Disaster!
Which is
You
why-
fucking idiots! It's on Flirting with Disaster, morons! You fucking morons!"
Well, I was gonna cut that, but I'm not now.
Yeah.
Well, what I'll say is, what I would say is that it still has the energy in the live version of like, Danny Joe Brown's back. That feeling is still there. I felt it when I listened.
Yeah.
Flirting with Disaster, motherfucker!
Hey, I'm getting old and my brain doesn't work as well as it used to.
Sometimes errors happen. It's okay.
Well, there are some people that
there are kind people to let us know too. That are like, actually, it's Flirting with Disaster.
there are some comments where people get annoyed with us for not doing enough research and stuff, and I'm like, I mean, this is a weekly podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like a fucking 3-hour deep dive into every single thing about the album. I mean, this is
Well,
and when we say something, expect it to be the same as that, like a weird rumor that your uncle told you or something.
I did some research before I came here. That's why I'm so knowledgeable.
I do no research. I just say things to say things.
Mainly, I guess
If
mainly you're here for the album anyway. So
Yeah.
Well, I would assume that the people that listen to us just want to hear somebody's opinion on the albums,
Yeah.
more than anything.
They want
and
to.
sometimes you have to quote information and stuff to give context to like songs and their meaning and stuff. But
They're tired of dude yelling podcasts. They want to hear dude speaking podcasts.
this album's woke.
This album's
It
woke.
was part of the woke agenda.
Yeah, Molly Hatchet, woke. They're named after a woman, for God's sake.
And Boogie No More's on fucking Flirting with Disaster. You fucking idiot. You're fucking with Disaster.
No, you should cut all this and see if anybody actually says that.
Your troll voice is fucking perfect.
Anywho, next side we have.
I've listened to that album so many times too.
Yeah.
Isn't it like your favorite?
No, my favorite's the first one, but
Oh,
but
okay.
the second one is also amazing.
Yeah.
I haven't heard it.
Yeah.
So.
On the next side, we're free as a bird now.
Freebird!
Yeah.
This is the second time this season we've listened to a song called Freebird.
That's funny too.
And this is, I'm pretty sure this is actually Freebird, right?
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is just Skinner's
No,
Freebird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like earlier in the season, we listened to the Knife Man album by HA and they have,
Oh, yeah.
they have a song called
Called
Freebird,
Freebird.
which isn't Freebird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We figured we thought that maybe they wrote a song called Freebird. So if anybody ever screams play Freebird, they're like, okay,
They have one, yeah.
They have a song called Freebird.
There's that band
Yeah.
Parquet Courts. They have a song called Freebird 2. Pretty good.
Electric Boogaloo.
I'm freer as a bird now.
I've always wanted to write a song called Teenage Wasteland. That sounds nothing like Bebo O'Reilly.
Yeah, I wonder what the rights are if you just name your song the same as another song.
Yeah.
I don't.
Or what
It's
people think
completely
the name of
different.
another song is. Yeah.
Man, something like that. Maybe like there's so many songs that have the same name, so I have to-
Exactly. If I had a song called Easy Lover, but what if I had a whole album of songs? Every song is named after like a top 20 song, but it's a completely different song. It's just named like
We should do
the
that as
same.
a side project.
Yeah, I'd be down to do that. Because that's fucking
Yeah.
hilarious. That's
Name a song Rock of Ages.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll bet you it would do great in streaming too.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
They'd probably all cut off after like 15 seconds,
Yeah.
but
this is how we combat AI is that we name a bunch of shitty songs after big pop songs that they learn on, and they just get worse. We gotta feed them bullshit and dumbass and stuff.
It just has to be like the kind of song that's really popular, but that you can't really copyright the name, like Toxic by Britney Spears. Only
Yeah,
it'd be-
just write a song called Toxic.
Toxic,
Like,
yeah.
They can't sue you for that, right? They can't sue you for having a 12-song album all named after top 40 songs.
Yeah.
well,
Not even named after Cher name.
fucking, what's her face? Taylor Swift tried to fucking copyright the phrase "this sick beat,"
Oh, I think we should steal the most from Taylor Swift.
and
then.
remember
and
when
some dude like,
Name another song. Look what you made me
But
do.
some-
Yeah.
Just look at her top 5 most
Yeah.
played songs and write
Yeah.
a song with all those names.
Yeah.
But someone went on, like, someone wrote a song, and the only lyric was "this sick beat," and he just kept saying it over and over again. He did it in different like genres. He's like, he would do it like in metal, like "this sick beat, this sick beat."
Yeah.
remember
And he's like, and then at the end, he's like, "Go ahead and sue me, Taylor."
Yeah.
remember when Gene Simmons tried to copyright the devil horn symbol?
Oh my God.
yeah.
See, Kiss will do anything for a buck.
And then somebody asked Dio about that, and his reaction was just be like, "Well, of course, Gene invented everything, like shoes and air."
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, we got Freebird, Walk on the Side of the Angels, and Walk with You, and no songs on this side were written by Molly Hatchet.
Are these all covers?
Walk on the Side of Angels doesn't say cover next to it, so I'm wondering if that was on one of their albums.
Says Mark Blatty and Larry
Gottlieb.
Yeah, go to Leb.
Gottlieb.
Gottlieb it.
Larry Gottlieb.
Gottlieb it, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. The Gottlieb it.
Gottlieb it, yeah.
Let's see, is that on the Deed is Done? Let's see here.
It's on fucking.
Song learning with disaster, you fucking motherfucker!
You fucking.
You said you were a fan!
You cracking up is making me do it. It's on fucking flirting with disaster, you fucking idiot.
Anytime we gotta do a correction, it's gonna be in that voice. This doesn't look like it was on.
Google the song name and see what comes up.
This might be exclusive to this album.
I was like, I don't know what it is.
Who's the guy that wrote it? What's his name?
Mark Gottlieb?
It's just weird that they like every other cover song on this has like Leonard Skinner cover next to it or John Hall cover.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's Mark Gottlieb?
So I wonder if somebody like wrote that for him and they recorded it in a live session. I guess we'll see while we're listening.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever you look up "Walk on the Side of Angels," it just
It-
comes up with Molly Hatchet.
And it comes up with a live album.
Yeah,
It's a little convoluted as a name.
yeah. The name actually kind of sucks, but anyway,
Yeah.
it's like it's on fucking
It's on a B-side of a single, you fucking morons. Do some research.
Do your fucking research.
research this shit, you fucking idiot.
Why did you guys play music during the podcast? What do you mean I gotta look it up?
Do you get that one a lot?
A
Oh,
couple
yeah.
I
times.
figured.
Yeah, they're like,
Well, there's one guy who's just like, I was really disappointed to see that you guys just flaunted your knowledge and didn't play any of the music that you talked about. And it's like, I don't.
Okay.
What knowledge?
It's on flirting with disaster.
It's on flirting with disaster, you fucking idiot.
Anytime we get a troll comment, I want to make him do it.
Have me read troll comments that way.
My favorite was on the Clash episode where I pointed out they named him Tory Crimes. And Dave said, oh, yeah, they got his name wrong. And somebody in the comments like, they didn't get his name wrong. The Tories are a party in England. And they were making fun of that or something. Very loosely paraphrasing.
I really do think this song's only in the live album. I even look up the guy, like the songwriter on his discography, and it's not even mentioned.
It's not on the CD version either, so this is actually kind of rare. So, well, and I guess that if you are following along at home, and since we don't play music on the podcast, I'm sure you could find these two songs on YouTube. But if you like look it up on Spotify or whatever, these two songs aren't gonna be there. It's just not on the CD version. Walk on the Side of Angels and Walk With You.
Yeah, the two walk songs.
Which
the
one?
Two songs about walking.
We just hate fucking walking, you know.
We're in Florida. We take golf
we got
carts.
diabetes.
Fun fact.
We got type 2 onset diabetes.
Fun fact too. Walk With You is written by John.
You
Hall.
idiot! It's type 1 diabetes.
I got type 1 diabetes. He didn't have type 2. You fucking moron.
Do your research.
Do your research, you fucking idiot. What the fuck is wrong with you? I've been a fucking. I've been listening to Molly Hatchet since 1974, and you can't get the stupid. You got fucking diabetes number 1. Number 1. Diabetes. Now we're gonna listen to fucking Freebird and like it. And I'm killing Dave here. He's turning fucking red.
I'm like added.
He's having a fucking aneurysm. Like the Molly Hatchet guy having an aneurysm and a stroke at the same time.
We're all gonna die in our 50s.
Stroke me.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, Freebird and the Walking Songs.
Here's some research too. Walk With You is written by John Hall, who is the current U.S. House of Representatives representative from New York's 19th district.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah,
Same John Hall?
it's the same one.
No, it's the same one.
Ah.
Holy shit! That's fucking
Current
weird.
member of U.S. House of Representatives for New York 19th district, John Hall.
So,
Oh, he's a Democrat, so it's a woke song.
It is a woke song.
he's talking about walking, and
He had a bunch of albums that
we don't much like walking down.
We don't like walkable cities.
he
I'm gonna take my truck.
he has a crazy discography too. He has a bunch of songs that never charted, like a bunch of albums that just never charted. But
That's crazy.
he had to have written other stuff. You know,
Fuck it, I'm becoming a politician.
That's what you usually do. Fail up, right?
he wrote songs for Janis Joplin.
Oh, he put
Susan
out an album in 2021 called "Reclaiming My Time."
He was in the house when he did that then, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Friend of the pod, John Hall.
Yeah.
John
Love you,
Hall,
buddy. Friend of the pod, John Hall.
Molly Hatchet.
Hell yeah!
Let us know if you.
Danny
still
Joe
listen.
Brown was one of the real ones.
Let us know if you still listen to Molly Hatchet.
Like I said, the most comments we get on YouTube are on our Danny Joe Brown videos.
And most of it is hell yeah.
Like on Kiss, they yell at us, but on Molly Hatchet, they're like, "Yeah,
They yell
Molly
at you,
Hatchet."
but like supportively.
Yeah.
No, not really. They get pissed at me.
No, the Danny Joe Brown one, it was all just old guys saying hell yeah.
Oh no, I'm saying the Kiss one.
Oh, the Kiss one, yeah, they got
the one
pissed.
they're yelling at me because I said it was cheesy or something like that.
Well, before
They
I
got
got
mad at me for calling it overproduced.
But you just don't like camp. You
Yeah.
know, you just don't understand camp.
before I got banned from Reddit for promoting our podcast, I put our Kiss episode in the Kiss subreddit, and
People got mad.
people got really mad. But what was really funny is there were a few people in there that were just like, Kiss fans don't realize Kiss is cheesy. It's like, I love Kiss, but they're fucking cheesy. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of Kiss fans are self-aware.
Yeah. People know what I know what Kiss is.
All right,
Freebird.
side 3.
Freebird!
Freebird.
I'm free.
Do you think people were yelling Freebird so much they're just like, let's just learn it, dude?
Yeah.
And then, like it started at Molly Hatchet shows.
I once saw
Actually, it started at Danny Joe Brown shows.
Yeah.
I once saw a guy cover Freebird on the accordion because someone yelled Freebird. He was like, "Okay, motherfucker."
It's a good song.
Pretty awesome.
It is, yeah.
I love Skinner.
All right, here we go. Don't say anything funny. Sean's rapping the chords.
Rocking the chords, Bob.
Rocking the chords. Rocking the chords.
I'd rather pack up my musical equipment than listen to that fucking side.
Wow, you
There
know,
was one good song on
Yeah,
the
it
cover
was.
side.
But I've heard the song before.
Yeah. It was a good interpretation, but it wasn't like groundbreaking. Like, it wasn't like that different from the original, but it was it'd be like a hell yeah moment live. Yeah.
I really like their version. I think
Yeah, their
I think
version
it's a
was good.
heartfelt tribute to their dead friends.
Yeah.
and I mean they nailed the jammy section. I think Danny Joe Brown does a fantastic job on vocals. So
Yeah. Sounded like pretty sad and heartfelt.
I mean, you know, sitting here in the 21st century, it's probably kind of weird to see Freebird in a track list like that. But I mean,
yeah.
if any band's gonna do it, I think they're the ones that should do it. You know?
Definitely not beating the Leonard Skinner's little brothers allegations.
Yeah. So, impressions on the site as a whole.
Bad.
Yeah, bad.
Bad.
Fucking
The Freebird cover was good. The rest was cheesy.
shit.
I don't remember if I said this before the episode or during the episode, but I said, well, an argument can be made for the vinyl version because it has 2 less songs on the CD version. But no, I mean,
No.
No, the CD version's better. These 2 songs were worth leaving off.
I mostly listen to the streaming version, which is the same as the CD version, and that goes from Freebird to Dreams I'll Never See. So it's a much more like cohesive album because there's really only 2 songs that stick out like a sore thumb then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, God, those were
Terrible.
I somewhat like Stone in Your Heart and Satisfied Man. I don't really have any redeeming qualities for either of those.
So
2
let me
songs.
use a southern. Those weren't just terrible; they were terrible.
Terrible.
And from what I could tell, they only exist on this live album. We couldn't find Walk on the Side of Angels from another band or from another Molly Hatchet release. And I don't
From
know
any
what-
other
yeah.
record. I wonder if there's another recording of it somewhere. but-
I'm guessing these 2 were either meant to be on the last album, and maybe they're holding them over for the potential next album that never happened, or they just did them for the live record.
well, they did have
I bet the John Hall one was for the record, but Walk on the Side of Angels was probably something that was for an upcoming out record, and then when they got to the studio, they're like, no.
It's just all those 80s rock songs just kind of show how tone deaf record companies are, because they're just like, all right, we got these 80s pop rock hits. I got just the band for you, Molly Hatchet.
Yeah.
Like,
It sounded like 2 songs that were meant for like movie soundtracks.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned
like-
exercise montage.
Yeah, exercise montages.
It's like where the hero has like a moment of clarity and he's walking down the street and it's like, walk with the side of angels. And it's fucking terrible. You know, like Jim Cotta.
Yeah, I'm wondering because the album after this didn't come out for like 5 years.
Yeah, Lightning
Yeah,
Strikes
I bet it's
Twice
for- yeah.
came out in '89, and I think that was just more pop rock song because there's a Kiss cover on that from their '80s
Yeah.
period.
Yeah,
I
so
bet-
I bet
yeah.
they had these songs and they were going to do them on the next record, and then that
Let me double
just
check. make sure they're not
changed.
on there.
The direction changed because the next one also like
Nope.
Hlubeck is the first record without Dave Hlubeck, and so I think the band is just going through a lot of changes.
I'm going
Through changes.
And would also be the last
is a
one
better
to have
song than-
Danny Joe Brown.
It does have. A
Oh
great
yeah,
cover.
I love Sabbath's Changes. I think it's an amazing song.
Yeah.
I'm
The
just
cover's
saying that-
awesome though.
Yeah. They went back to the Swords
Lightning
and
Strikes
Sorcery.
Twice.
Yeah.
They learned that the album covers were like obviously the best part of the records now, and the songs didn't matter
Yeah.
because they made a lot of records after that too, even with no original members.
Yeah.
Looking into it,
yeah.
they made several. None of them were well received or did anything on the charts.
Yeah. A little bit to break down song by song, Freebird. I liked how piano heavy this version of it was. Clayton, you said that Skinner live is more piano forward when they do this song. But
Yeah, I've heard a couple Skinner versions where it's like really piano forward, and when I've seen them before, even in their homunculus bastardized state, they still played a very piano forward version with like a solo in the middle and a big piano intro, which
Yeah.
I think is nice. I
It
like
is
that.
nice. It's a pretty song with piano.
Yeah,
I bet you if you played this on the radio, a casual listener would just assume it's Skinner.
Well, one thing
I don't
that I
know
thought
about that.
They probably think it was.
I mean, like a very
Skinner
casual
live
listener.
song.
Yeah, you'd have to be.
Yeah.
You'd have to have heard Freebird maybe once or twice, which I
One of
feel
the-
like most of the music listening public has heard that song 5,000 times.
Well, I think most people would be like, "Oh, that's how he sounds live" or something. Like
Yeah,
that.
one of the funnier things about this was you got like a huge crowd reaction when he started singing the vocals, which was like, what? Did they not recognize the riff until he started
Somebody-
getting into
I
the-
heard
The
somebody in
audio
the crowd.
engineer for
Yeah.
sure like turned it down and then turned it up for that moment.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. Good tribute to their dead friends.
Yeah, I liked kind of the sick galloping bass thing they did at the end. I liked,
The bass player has been
Yeah.
a pretty awesome part of this whole album.
and they played that long closing solo like really fucking fast. This is like faster than the
Than well, at least the album version.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were jamming out, and unlike Boogie No More, which I was like, "All right, come on, this one's 11 minutes." And
Yeah.
I didn't feel the 11
Yeah,
minutes.
and I liked the kind of crunchy rhythm guitar after the solo ended at
Well,
the very end.
I've heard the the version of Freebird that isn't cut off because I think the album version fades out or something like that.
There's a few versions out there.
And then,
Yeah.
but then there's a version that they actually have a big ending for it that doesn't fade out, and that one's 11 minutes long.
Yeah,
Like this one.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's Freebird. It's one of the greatest songs ever written. And Molly Hatchet's a good band, so it's going to
Yeah.
sound good. There was really, they would really have to try to fuck this up. And I don't think they'd want to. This
Yeah.
is a song that they probably was very personal to them. And I had said something about that Freebird's a meme, probably a very early meme. People are yelling Freebird at concerts
before any of us.
before any of us were even born.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's a nice tribute.
Yeah.
I also read that Danny Joe Brown did it in his solo band, so I think that just kind of carried over when he rejoined the band.
Seems like
makes
a bunch
sense.
did because we still have some Danny Joe Brown solo material to listen
Yeah.
to, don't we?
Yeah, probably my favorite song on the record is
Alright.
Yeah.
the one from his band.
All right, let's talk about some shit now.
Like I said, I'm not very familiar with these two songs.
Actually, nobody is.
Well, it actually is kind of rare to listen to these because it's not on the CD or legitimate streaming.
I remember when the first verse started on "Walk on the Side of Angels," I was like, "Okay, here we go, another song like this. Oh, here's some good bass runs." And then the chorus started, and
Okay.
it's like, "No,
There
no,
The chorus sounded like it was from a different song. Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't bad in the beginning. Not Molly Hatchet. It was,
Yeah.
I kind of felt the same way as I did with the earlier 80s kind of sounding one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it didn't sound like Molly Hatchet. But the chorus ruined it. The chorus was bad.
It was cheesy."
There were some interesting piano moments that kind of sounded almost like horror movie stabs that I noticed that I really liked.
Yeah, I
but
didn't
like
like
you said,
that
as soon as the
shit.
chorus came in, it's like, oh, we're done.
It sounded like generic uplifting soundtrack chorus. Yeah, no, it was, yeah.
I can honestly tell you that I have the same notes for both of them, both these songs, and they're both say they sound like cheesy 80s movies.
This
Like,
one, I liked this one less than the one after it. I will say that.
I couldn't tell them apart,
Yeah.
really. I ended up starting to pack my shit up during the last one.
I marginally liked Walk With You better than Walk on the Side of Angels, but
And part of that is at first Walk With You sounded like Springsteen, and I like Springsteen, but it wasn't. It sounded like a bad imitation of Springsteen, but
And-
it was different. But yeah, but
and
like
his vocals really didn't suit that song.
yeah, well, and then like Walk, and also is also because Walk on the Side of Angels is just a bad title.
Okay, Walk With You, I can tell you one aspect I kind of liked was the sax. The sax.
I thought it was the it was the '80s sax thing, but yeah.
It was fine.
No.
I'm kind of with Sean. Like that was probably the highlight for me was the sax. But I mean, I checked out for both of those songs.
It sounded like a recycling song I would hear on like a commercial for the government.
Yeah.
It was really bad, which makes sense because Walk With Me was written by a Democratic senator.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the funny thing about that song is it sounds like it was written by a politician.
Exactly. It
Like, it
sounds
sounds
Go
like
rock the
something
vote,
you hear in a
guys.
rally.
Yeah. At least
Send
he
us
can
$5
yeah.
to fight whoever's in charge in 1985.
At least he can use his own music for his rallies.
Yeah, that's true too. He has a wide discography. I fell down that rabbit hole while I was researching too.
I'm kind of curious as to what his other stuff sounds like now. So, well, yeah.
I'm not. I heard this song and I'm not. But you were right. It is kind of weird. Like I wonder if like the record label pushed them to perform these songs just to see how they did, like a crowd reaction or something. Because like both of these songs aren't on any other records, like by Molly Hatchet or anybody. They're not written by them. So it's just like, I don't know
Who are these songs for?
exactly what this album is giving to me is that the band really had no direction. They really didn't know
Yeah.
what they wanted to do going forward. They wanted to do whatever made them the most money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were just trying everything.
They knew what had worked in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I brought
Which you
ZZ
had the
Top up
first
a
side.
couple times, but I feel like their earlier Southern rock material flowed into their later pop rock material. But with like Molly Hatchet, it sounds like an identity crisis.
Yeah, they're like
Yeah.
some of the songs are a completely different band. They had no idea what was working, what wasn't.
Maybe they were trying to do the transition like as smoothly as ZZ Top did.
Well, this is not the way
but
when
they
you do the
weren't-
4 bangers at the
but-
beginning.
But they were not able to do it. They weren't able to make that transition because they don't have the same kind of
Clout.
well, maybe not clout's the right word, but kind of like the smooth I don't know, maybe the production was a problem because like the production on like Eliminator was like really smooth,
Yeah.
like and like
Well-
polished to fuck.
I mean, I think Molly Hatchet wanted like the Eliminator, or Tom Petty like had some real big songs in the 80s too.
Yeah.
Like
Don't
a lot of
come
legacy
here
bands.
no more.
There were a couple of legacy bands that like morphed into the 80s and it was real smooth and worked well.
Yeah.
And there are infinitely more that it did not.
Yeah.
And this is one of them did not bands. They didn't know what to do. The stuff they wanted to do wasn't selling, and
Well,
they were just trying to catch up with the times that they just
Yeah.
didn't sound like Molly Hatchet anymore.
Well, and I
Yeah.
think probably the core of the problem is the band didn't write any of those songs.
yeah, and the band didn't write this. So because the songs the band would write are like Southern rock.
Yeah.
They're like, we can't write this shit. You're gonna have to have somebody write it for us because we can't.
And I wonder maybe they were completely out of steam at that point.
Yeah.
Maybe they're like, oh, we don't have any more riffs, guys.
80,
Yeah.
I like 80s Tom Petty. I think he leaned more into like the new wave than like the hair metal, which maybe that's aged better, but I think he was good at writing new wave songs.
It was already weird.
Yeah.
You know, like I like his 80s output more than his 70s output, to be honest.
Tom
And-
Petty was also like he was almost like untouchable when like even in the 90s
Yeah.
when it like grunge came out, like he seemed to like not be touched by the whole grunge thing.
He's always been different. You know, he's been
Yeah.
kind of a different guy.
You ever
Yeah.
heard his Mudcrutch album?
No.
It's
Oh,
good.
check it
I
out.
don't- I don't really love Tom Petty that much. Like I said, I like his 80s stuff.
It's really good Southern rock.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the band just tragically, yeah, might have been out of steam. Where I think the record label wanted to play something that they didn't want to write, so they're like, "You write the songs," and the record label's giving them the shitty songs, like the bottom of the barrel ones that no other artist wants to have. You know, I feel like they're not the record label's not giving them anything to work with, and I don't know, they still sound good playing it. So it's like they're great musicians and they can play whatever.
Regarding these two songs, if there's anybody out there listening that like has any details on why they did those two songs and they didn't appear anywhere else, feel free to drop a comment. I'd love to find out more about those songs and why they're. I can see why they dropped it from the CD version.
Yeah, but why were they never used by any other artist or even on like a solo album from those songwriters? It's weird.
I mean, Dave, you mentioned that early CDs legitimately couldn't hold 79 minutes of music, and they can now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, obviously, they're just like, well, which ones are we going to cut? Well, the two that weren't on an album.
Yeah.
On a Molly Hatchet album.
The two that weren't on any album ever.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm curious if those were meant to be on their follow-up, and that just never happened, or they're just like, we're going to do this for the live album.
Like, we need a couple more songs for the live album. Here's two that these guys cooked up. Like, they're great. We swear, play them.
I think
Yeah.
they sounded legitimately played live, right? These weren't like studio fakeries, were they?
No, I don't
No,
think
they
so.
sounded live.
It sounded the same as the other songs. If it's a studio fakery, I mean, maybe I've been fooled.
Probably a pretty good one.
Possibly I've been fooled. It's not like Unleashed in the studio.
All right, after one of them, one of you went, "Don't cheer that."
I said that. Yeah. I said, "What the fuck are you?"
What if they did just like there's just no cheering after they had to add it in?
They're like, "Woo,
Yeah. Like boo.
boo."
I mean, if I was there, I would have had fun to Stone in Your Heart and Satisfied Man. I don't think I would have had fun with those two songs.
I would have taken a shit.
I don't have fun with anything.
I would have gone into the bathroom and just sat on the toilet and taken a shit during those two.
Would not have had fun with anything.
Yeah.
All right. Side 4, I promise you guys this is a giant recovery.
Good.
I picture there's probably a lot of people that own this album that probably listened to side 1 and then listened to side 4.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Bloody Reunion, Boogie No More, and Freebird are all really good. But I don't think it's
But they're with shit.
yeah. So we got Dreams I'll Never See, which is the big Allman Brothers song that I still frequently hear in the. Well, I don't listen to the radio a lot, but I think they still play this one on the radio a lot. Edge of Sundown, which is a Danny Joe Brown solo song. Which
I remember really liking that on that solo record.
Yeah, the studio version was great, and this version is also great, and it's probably my favorite on the record. Next one, Fall of the Peacemakers, another really good epic that was written by Lou Beck. This was kind of his masterpiece, so to speak. And then Beating the Odds, which was another one from the second singer that Danny Joe Brown's gonna sing and sing better than he did.
And that's the last song on the album.
Yep.
Beating the Odds. That's kind of strange that they end it with a song from an album that probably wasn't too well received. I'll have to look into that. And
yeah, I don't think it was because I mean they had to get back together. For commercially viable.
And
They fell off critically pretty quickly too with the second singer.
and I feel like critically they're probably always like a jock rock band to them, you know.
Yeah.
Now I think that I don't know, maybe that's softened.
Probably, yeah.
Well, all right.
Was it like the second album with the second singer?
No, it was the first one, Beating the Odds.
So Beating the Odds was the one that
The second singer.
was the second sing. No, I'm saying like that
Got
people
beaten it.
like were like, fuck this.
I thought it was
band.
funny when you came in singing that.
Yes. That's my favorite shittiest song. Got caught beating it.
We've all been there.
No, I'm saying like which album was the one where they're like the audience was kind of like fuck Molly Hatchet now, Beating the Odds, or the one that followed that?
Take No Prisoners.
Probably Beating the Odds.
You know what?
Take No Prisoners had pretty bad reviews that I saw.
And back in the 70s, I mean, it's not like now where we find out like immediately when a band changes personnel. Like a lot of people show up to the concerts and had no idea. Like,
Who the fuck is singing? Yeah.
Like my dad said he saw Black Sabbath and then Dio came out and he's like, who the fuck is this guy? And then like halfway through, he's like, oh, he's good.
Yeah. No, like there's cases of like bands changing lead singers and like the crowd starts acting betrayed and starts like booing and chanting the departed singer's lead name, the departed lead singer's name, like when they see it's a new guy. So like a few different bands. So yeah,
Like
I think people didn't catch on as quickly.
Well, like the Beatles, it was people were saying Ringo never, Pete Best forever.
My dad saw Molly Hatchet here, he told me, and he said Danny Joe Brown wasn't singing. Some guy came out. I guess he was sick. And he was like, I'm not Danny, but I'd carry a good tune. And he was like, and he did. So I'm wondering if he saw him. Like, I wonder if Danny Joe Brown left and it was like up in the air if this guy was the new singer or not.
So on their 95 album, Danny Joe Brown was credited as a member, but he wasn't actually on it.
No, because he had, I looked into that. He got sick while they were recording it, and they had a different guy. Another guy that wasn't even really associated with Molly Hatchet, I didn't think.
No, well, first they tried to bring Jimmy back, and everyone hated it.
Yeah.
So then they got Phil McCormick.
Yeah, and so...
And he's got an all right voice. I've listened to some of the stuff they did with him. He's no Danny Joe Brown, though.
Yeah,
but Danny Joe Brown just physically couldn't anymore.
Right,
yeah.
Yeah, he got really sick during recording it, and like they had to bring in Phil McCormick to finish it.
I don't criticize the guy for carrying on the name. I mean, they're all dead. He's just keeping the name alive. And I mean...
you can always argue the moralness of like... I mean, it's essentially a Molly Hatchet cover band at this point.
Yeah.
They just happen to own the actual name Molly Hatchet.
I mean, if I had a free ticket to see him, I'd go see him.
Exactly. Yeah. If I didn't have to pay for it, I'd be like, hell yeah, dude.
I might even pay $10 for that. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd pay a really low price, but
I'd go to a state fair to see that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's their natural habitat.
I don't know if they still tour actually.
And it's not like like the Smiths not the Smiths, sorry. The Cure.
Robert Smith.
Yeah, Robert. Yeah,
when
Robert Smith hates Morrissey.
Yeah,
it's not like the Cure, where Robert Smith is the last original member, but that's all that really matters because
he writes everything.
Yeah, he writes everything, and Simon Gallup, who joined on the second album, is still there.
Yeah, that's classic.
Yeah, it's a classic lineup, and then the original drummer, who became a keyboard player, had to be fired for not learning his parts in like the late 80s.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you change members as long as you have a really big successful record after you do it. Yeah. Like AC/DC or something like that, you know?
Or Disintegration by The Cure.
Yeah.
Which the original drummer, who had become a keyboard player at that point, was technically still in the band, but he didn't play on that record. Was fired right afterwards.
Yeah.
When I saw that Morrissey was thinking about selling the Smiths name, I like that tweet where somebody's like... Robert Smith has the opportunity to do the funniest thing here.
He buys the name the Smiths. He performs Cure songs under the Smiths.
That would be awesome. Like, good for him if he did. Did you hear him?
Molly Hatchet is still touring.
Hell yeah,
they're still going.
They're gonna be on third generation members at this point.
Phil McCormick just passed away. They got a completely different singer now. So
yeah, all those legacy bands get like young singers that nobody knows. You know what I mean?
Well, I remember seeing like forum posts in the early 2000s where it's like, man, even the replacements are dying off in Skinnerd.
Yeah. There's I think
probably not very healthy to be a Southerner.
No, the life expectancy in the South is shit.
Yeah, everybody died in this band in tragic medical accidents.
Yeah.
Oh, we were gonna listen to a record.
Oh yeah, let's
what do we have? Side 4.
Thank God, this has been a long one.
We already said the song names. So.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
First song. What the fuck is it called? The first.
That one.
Stone in Your Heart.
Stone in Your Heart.
Blood in Your Stool.
Yeah, blood in your
stool.
Stone in Your Heart.
Blood in your stool.
Danny Joe Brown is singing pretty well. He's hitting like high notes, like notes I never hear him hit in Molly Hatchet.
Yeah, no, he did great on that song, but like Satisfied Man and like the walks.
Yeah, Satisfied Man, the walks are better for this guy because he sounds generic and dumb.
Yeah, he would have been
those dumb generic songs.
I think he would have
started those friend of the pod, Jimmy, but
honestly,
he's dead.
He's dead.
Honestly,
R.I.P. Jimmy.
Any of the fucking songs would have sounded like shit, no matter what. I don't think.
Good point.
There was no redemption. I don't think the music had anything to do with Danny Joe Brown as a singer.
They were just trying to get paid.
They needed a job. They needed a job.
It's better than working at the gas station, you know.
Yeah.
Petting the dogs, petting the
Beating
dogs.
my cock. I was beating my cock. But yeah, side 4.
My meat, yeah.
You know, after the complete mixed bags that were side 2 and side 3, side 4 I think was as good as the first side.
Yeah, it was redemptive.
I wouldn't say as good, but I mean, it had 2 bangers at least.
It had,
I think all 4 of them are
4
bangers.
bangers.
What was the second song? I forget what the second
Dreams
song.
I'll Never See.
Yeah,
and
that's the
then-
first one.
And then Edge of Said Sundown.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind. There was like 4. I don't know. Beating the Odds was not my favorite. The first 3 were really great though. They had the 3 epics like right in a row.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it was as good as the first side, but I think it was better than the previous 2 sides.
Yeah.
The previous 2 sides kind of made me like regret my choices in life.
This could have been one record. It could have been side 1, side 4.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I said before the break, I think that a lot of people probably played side 1 and then played side 4.
Yeah, and that's it.
Yeah.
Maybe
Throw in Freebird.
maybe a lot of people stomached the 2 songs on side 2 to get Bloody Reunion.
Well,
But,
you can
Yeah.
skip them, you know.
you can see the grooves, yeah.
Who wants to do that? You want to put it down and set it down, not like
Yeah.
skip. And then you got to get up earlier.
Dude.
You got to get up and flip it earlier. We're talking about a time when records were the only way to listen to it. You know, sometimes
Yeah.
you don't want to get up.
Okay.
now, if you had a cassette,
I just want to say from someone that was around at that time, because I remember when we only had a record fucking player, we would skip fucking songs.
I'm not saying that you wouldn't skip songs, but like
you're less likely to than
you're
you
less
would be on a
likely
CD,
to
yeah.
than like a CD.
Now, if you're on a cassette, you're fucked,
Yeah.
more or
Yeah,
less.
cassette.
Yeah. Also, the cassettes are the worst medium that music has ever been recorded to.
I'm not. I have a bunch, but I'm not nostalgic for cassettes. I only have a bunch because I got them from my dad.
The only thing I liked about cassettes is that you could make your own, like, you could do the same thing with CDs, but like it was before you could make your own tape.
Yeah, no, that's sick.
Yeah.
And like, you know, that nothing else could do that before that.
And you could grab them off the radio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we used to record shit off the radio. So you'd have the announcer voice before the fucking song started. That was a little annoying.
It was
Yeah.
annoying when they were talking over the intro of the song, too.
Yeah, that they would do that shit,
Yeah.
and you're like, "Shut the fuck up, guy!"
I want to put this on a mix.
and
For
then,
my
that,
lady.
then Queens of the Stone Age does that on that Songs to the Deaf record.
Yeah.
It's announcers before all the songs.
I don't know. Vinyl nostalgia makes a lot of sense to me. Cassette nostalgia does not.
No.
No, I mean,
Nah.
I've seen like punk bands with cassettes. I'm like, yeah, they're cheap and they
Yeah.
sound like shit. So I don't, you know, who cares? But like, I wouldn't want to get like an actual like record I want to listen to a lot.
Yeah,
on
no.
cassette.
I mean, I've done cassettes on this podcast, but I mean, usually they had like my Tom Petty cassette. That was because it was the one me and my dad listened to together.
I accidentally bought Knife Man on cassette off of Discogs because I thought I was getting a record and I already had it digitally. And so that we did the cassette on the podcast for that. But it's folk punk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. How much fidelity do you really need?
Yeah.
Although, I mean,
you
it,
hear everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
I don't think I've really heard a brand new cassette before, so that was kind of interesting.
That was interesting. Yeah.
I mean, they sound fine
Yeah.
until they don't.
yeah.
But yeah,
Side break.
side 4, kind of the epic side, like Edge of Sundown and Fall of the Peacemakers are both like 2 giant piano epics. I'm not sure, if I was sequencing something, I'm not sure if I would put them next to each other like that. But
I don't know. I liked them both.
It almost seems like, all right, we're gonna do Danny's epic piano song, and then we're gonna do Dave's epic piano song. It's like, but Dreams I'll Never See, great cover. And then Beating the Odds, I think he's sang way better than the original guy.
But yeah, Dreams I'll Never See. If we want to start track by track, I liked this a lot. This felt like, okay, here we go. Here we finally go. After some bad songs. I like the slow scuzzy intro, and I liked the buzzy synth. This was the first time the keys were doing an 80s synthesizer in a good way.
It was like more. It
Yeah.
was. It seemed fun again. Like,
Yeah.
Like they're having fun again.
The energy was back
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, side 3 just sucked all the energy out of this room. Like,
Yeah.
like we all liked Freebird, and then suddenly it's like, like
no.
Sean's like, I'm packing my guitar up.
They needed to. If this was their live set, I doubt that this was the live set that they were playing in this order.
Probably not.
But even if they just sprinkled maybe these songs like early in the other sides, it would have made them like people want to listen to them more or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked the chugging rhythm guitar, I liked the snarling vocals. The bass was meaty as fuck. The solo sounded very Allman Brothers, which makes sense since it was a cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part, I listened to the original Dream song from the Allman Brothers, and I barely recognized it. So I think Molly Hatchet really like made this song their own.
Yeah.
I think that bend part where it goes, I think is iconic.
Yeah. Good cover.
Yeah, and
What were you calling that? The boomer band?
the boomer bend.
Yeah.
And really really jammy and meatier than the studio version.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the last song on the record from the like the first 2 album period too.
Yeah. It's always sick.
One of those covers that you're like, oh, that was a cover?
Yeah.
Yeah, they really made it their own. And another tribute to like probably a dead friend, or at least like a big influence, I would assume.
Greg
on
Allman wasn't dead.
Greg Allman wasn't dead.
No, the other Allman brothers.
Dwight?
Dwight Allman. Yeah, actually, all the members of the band were named Allman. They're one of those bands like the Ramones.
Yeah.
You gotta take the Allman moniker to enjoy it.
Yeah. Any more thoughts on Dreams I'll Never See?
No, it was good, and probably I would say, well, I mean, beaten. Yeah, I mean, it was really good.
Yeah.
I didn't have much else to say.
Next one is my favorite song in like the Molly Hatchet extended universe, Edge of Sundown.
Favorite, second favorite on the side, third favorite on the record, I think.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
I am surprised that Danny Joe Brown's solo record didn't do as well. I wonder what happened there, because this song is good
Yeah.
and would appeal to like Molly Hatchet people.
Well, and the whole record is really fucking good. Like,
Yeah.
they probably could have even put Molly Hatchet on the sleeve, and people would probably. I mean, it's a little different. Like, it's not like you could tell it's a different band, but
They would have done like a Seventh Star thing where it's like Molly Hatchet featuring Danny Joe Brown.
kind of. But it's not like that different.
I liked how, like, the piano intro, I liked how pretty it was, but it, like, had, like, a menacing tone to it, too.
Whenever
Well,
I picture the
Discord.
piano player playing this one, I think of that meme where the flames are coming out of the back of the
Yeah,
piano.
Yeah.
He is ripping.
Yeah.
I'm glad they gave him a little time to shine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's cool that he's still in the band. So I mean, you can trace him back pretty far.
Yeah.
Is he's the longest serving member of the band right now at this point?
Yeah, I think he is.
Like, the only one that goes back to the 20th century, maybe?
No, Bobby was with the band. I think even after this album.
But he's the only one who played on, like, any of the good songs in the original time.
Is he still alive? Bobby?
Bobby, yeah, he's still running Molly Hatchet,
Okay.
or Bobby Hatchet. as
Bobby
they call it.
Hatchet.
That's my nickname for your dog.
Bobby.
Bobby Hatchet.
Damn it, Bobby, that dog ain't
That's
right.
a good band name, dude. That could be the name of the fucking band that just takes the names from all the hit songs and makes albums out of it.
That'd be
Bobby
great.
Hatchet.
Bobby Hatchet doing blank space.
I will say I did find an interview from Danny Joe Brown in the 90s where he said Bobby isn't his friend and was talking shit. So it's not a complete.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Even though he was in his solo band, so I don't know. In the 90s, they must have had some business deal that went south or something. I wouldn't be surprised if, like, Danny Joe Brown got bought out when he left or something and was technically a salaried employee. I have no idea. I'm completely speculating here.
yeah.
It's possible.
No,
Because I think he was pretty poor when he died.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah. And because I think Bobby mentioned that he leased the name from Lubeck, and then I think he outright bought it later. And Lubeck even like rejoined, and they like when did you see him?
To early 2000s, early aughts.
I think he came back in 2005. Do you think it was?
I don't know. I was pretty young and
Yes.
didn't really know. I didn't know anything about the lore of Molly Hatchet or anything like that.
So you might have saw him.
Maybe, and it might have been even earlier. It might have even been like 99 or 98.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. In that case, there was no original members.
Yeah, I don't think there was any original members. I think my dad even mentioned that there's
Yeah.
nobody in the band that's original. And I was like, oh, interesting
It's a cover band.
that they could do that.
It is just a cover band.
No, and a lot of bands do that.
Yeah.
Now. Like, I wonder, Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley talk about their kids continuing on Kiss.
If they didn't do the hologram thing, I bet you they rent the name out.
Yeah, and I mean, they have kids that are musicians that aren't in huge bands or anything, and I bet they want a job.
I noticed Blabbermouth are really pushing the Stanley Simmons Son project. I haven't heard the songs that they put out yet.
Are they really?
Yeah.
I don't really check it anymore, and I haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah, I'm not that compelled to. But
I hear from general word of mouth.
I wonder if they're anything like their dads.
Whoa, it sounds like a good deal.
Oh yeah, probably. They probably are. They're probably going to take over Kiss. I genuinely could see that
they're
happening.
probably gearing up for that. Yeah.
And I mean,
Yeah.
Molly Hatchet has been doing it without any original members for almost 10 years now.
Yeah.
Lubeck died in 2017, from what I read. So,
yeah.
Who is genuinely an original member? No, nobody, I don't think.
And he left and came back. Yeah.
Yeah, he left and came back, and they've been still touring and shit, so there's nothing stopping them. Misfits, like, without Danzig, who cares,
Yeah.
People will just go see it because the name's on the poster. Like, most people aren't going to look into it that much.
I think since there's members that were like that go back to the 80s. I mean, there's a bit of a legitimacy to that.
Yeah, I know that.
And I mean, Bobby was playing with Danny Joe Brown back in an old band called Rum Creek. So
Yeah, they were like former acquaintances.
and I think it's better for a band to go out and keeping the songs alive than for it to completely die.
I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, cement a legacy, or else
Yeah.
you're gonna end up like Leonard Skinner. Like I love Skinner, and they wrote "Sweet Home Alabama" and "Freebird," two songs that are like inescapable. They're just like two of those songs, that everybody know. You're born knowing what they are and have heard them before.
I don't like that Skinner's making new music. I'm not opposed to a touring version.
Yeah,
Like Pantera's talking about doing a studio album. I'm like, no, guys, no.
I don't know if I even
Like, but I don't have a problem with them going out and playing the songs.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, it's different. Especially Molly Hatchet. It does kind of bother me a little bit with no original members. I know you have legacy members, but like, I don't know. They have no members from any of the good albums. That's for sure.
Yeah. I think there's talk.
Everybody that was recording on those first 3 albums, at least, are all dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's talk of a Para Ubu album with no original members, but that was because David Thomas, when he was dying, wanted them to make one last album with the last songs he wrote. So I don't think that counts.
Well, I think it's just like, hey, if you don't like it, just don't go.
Yeah.
Yeah, different strokes. I'm just like,
Well, like I was wondering about Neurosis because I didn't think they'd be able to replace Scott Kelly, but that album they dropped was fucking awesome.
yeah, but I mean, replacing one member is fine. I'm more thinking about bands that have like no original members or like very maybe or are only legacy members. Abigail Williams is a modern example. Do you know that band?
A little bit.
They used to be like a black metal band, kind of, and they've kind of gone in different directions. But they have no original members, and they're like from the modern age.
Technically, Opeth has no original members.
Yeah, Opeth has no original members. That's crazy.
I think.
I usually count it from the first album.
But I don't really know much about Opeth either, so maybe it's not crazy. And I think it's also like where the good album was. If you had a guy, technically Judas Priest has no original members either.
Yeah, that's true.
Technically, yeah.
Yeah, so
Same with Sepultura.
but Rob Halford's also a replacement singer. It's not like it's not like the beginning. It's where the good part was. If you don't have anybody from the good part, then you're kind of
Like what
Not
made
the
them
nice.
famous? Like
Yeah,
what
exactly.
made them like
I
it
have
wasn't like who was there before. What made them Judas Priest?
I have a Al Atkins album where he redid the songs from the first two albums, and I'm gonna bring in someday. And he's not a bad singer. Spoiler alert.
Yeah, but that's just strange to me.
I mean, you're gonna listen to it and be like, "This sounds weird" because it's not Rob Halford, but
Yeah, and I mean,
I actually just listened to British Steel the other day.
Good album, except for one song.
except for United.
Yeah, which some people like, but no.
Oh, I hate that song.
It's like the only song I don't like
I
on
was
that
like,
album.
what? Yeah, that song. I just skip it because
Yeah.
it's the last song on the
Yeah.
Lift It Up.
All right, next song. We did Edge of Sundown, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Follow the Peacemakers. This is Lubeck's fucking epic.
This was my second favorite on the record.
this is pretty good.
Yeah, it was my second favorite after Bounty Hunter.
It's better than the studio version. For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I like it a lot. It gave me like Freebird or Greengrass and High Tides kind of vibes. Like they wanted it to be like, this is our epic.
Right.
And it was an epic, like it was like most of the lyrics were about Martin Luther King Jr.
Yeah. It's like death of all the dreamers and
Yeah.
stuff. Which, I mean, it was topical.
Yeah.
Probably at the time he wrote it. I do have a theory that I was saying that Lubeck probably had this song in his back pocket for a long time, waiting to see if Danny Joe Brown came back to the band. Because I don't think the other guy would have been able to pull it off.
Yeah. To me, this sounded like if Rush did Freebird.
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought it was good.
I remember when you even said that, like the guitar solo he was playing. I was like, oh, that does kind of sound like Rush.
Yeah.
I thought it was good. I thought it was it was really epic. The lyrics were really epic, and the guitar work, piano was awesome.
Yeah.
in it.
Again, like with the last song, I just pictured the piano on fire while he's playing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
He's shredding.
And the lyrics being about Martin Luther King Jr. makes sense because, like, Molly Hatchet, I noticed this on the Danny Joe Brown album. Like, they tended, like, they had a few, like, anti-racism songs throughout their classic period.
See, that's what I'm thinking. Like, a lot of these Southern rock bands were actually, like, what people today would call woke liberals.
Yeah, they were pretty progressive. Yeah.
Like, Skinner has an anti-gun song, and they wore shirts that said vegan and shit like that. You know, I don't know. It's just like, it's just weird that they've been kind of taken and like.
You always wonder, though, because what they would have been like if they made it past like the early 2000s. Because like Charlie Daniels endorsed Jimmy Carter, and then he became a big Trump guy. So
Yeah, I mean, you got to go where the audience is. I wonder that too if Skinner would like essentially be the same band.
well, I see people say Saturday Night Special doesn't mean he was anti-gun. He was just for responsible gun ownership, and I agree because I'm not an anti-gun guy. I think people should be able to get guns.
Yeah, but the song is not necessarily positive toward guns
Yeah.
either. Like, it is about responsible gun ownership because you should know that it's a weapon for killing people.
It doesn't glorify it like that fucking piece of shit God and Gun song.
Yeah,
does.
exactly. It does not glorify gun ownership
Yeah.
or gun
Be like
violence.
Ronnie Van Zant went hunting, so he had guns. I'm like, yeah, I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But, like,
It's a very normal thing to do.
yeah, but even like the origins of the term white trash came from white Southerners who didn't do the white flight, and so they were living in like the neighborhoods with like with black people. So like the term white trash was largely used by like the rich, well-to-do Southerners who were the members of the KKK for the white people who were still living among black people. Some because they couldn't afford it, some because they weren't being pieces of shit, racists, and moving.
yeah, yeah. It's just strange. I think they would have been called. This would have been a liberal sissy band.
Yeah,
If
the only time I ever saw Molly Hatchet, like Lubeck had a Confederate flag guitar, but I think a lot of people probably had those because they're like, oh, it's rebel, cool, you know. My dad had one on his motorcycle for the same reason.
Yeah, I know that the Confederate flag is kind of shamed for good reason, but I do genuinely think that a lot of that stuff could be like, it is a different time. It's they're coming from a place that is only 10 or 15 years removed from like when black people couldn't drink out of the same water fountains they could, you know?
Well, my dad told me he had a Confederate flag sticker on his motorcycle, and like nobody in Illinois said anything about it. And then he went to San Diego for his Navy posting, and some like black dude was just like, "Dude, that is not cool," and explained to him why it wasn't cool. And he said he took it off his motorcycle. So I think some people just need to be explained.
Yeah, some people think it's like a sign of like rebellion and a free spirit, and then they need to have it explained to them. Yeah.
Yeah, it's too bad because it could be a symbol for that if it wasn't about slavery.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and I still love how people are revisionists. It's not about slavery, it's about freedom. It's like
It's about states' rights, like states' rights to own slaves.
Yeah.
that's the what do they call it? The Southern
The Lost Cause.
Lost
Lost Cause.
Yes.
When I was a teenager,
bullshit.
when I was a teenager, I had one, and the excuse in my head was, "Oh, I like history." And I also had it next to a Soviet flag and a Yugoslavian flag and a Cuban flag, so I was a very confused teenager.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
13-star American flag, I think I had also.
Exactly. Like they grew up, their grandparents were like, you know, adjacent to that, essentially. Just passed down the rebellion thing. And like, that's just how it goes a little bit. But it was a different time.
Well, the thing about it is like the South had a hard time coming to terms of what they were fighting for, and that's kind of what the Lost Cause is. It's like, oh, we knew we were never gonna win, but we still had to try, kind of thing. And so that's kind of the narrative flipped on its head, you know, instead of like what it really was.
The most wild.
I'm not even saying that they subscribed to that. They just like it was a Southern thing still at that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I assume.
And it was popularized by like the Dukes of Hazzard, which didn't really get into the symbol and what it meant. They just put it on a car.
They just had it on.
They had a car, and they called the car the General Lee.
What's funny too, though, is you get like people who are trying to use the image who are from different cultures entirely. Like you get Billy Idol, like Rebel Yell, like he had like Confederate flags up when he was doing Rebel Yell stuff. Then you have like the Japanese rockabillys who will have you know like the big back patch with the
with like the rebel flag on
yeah
it. Yeah, it's strange how that symbol has stayed the same and evolved.
And then you get like neo-Nazis in Germany. Since it's illegal to have a swastika, they'll do a stars and bars. Yeah,
that's pretty funny.
Yeah,
I mean, aesthetically, it's not bad, but symbolically, it's terrible.
Yeah,
yeah. That's the history and culture lessons, historiography lesson.
Thank you for
history
listening.
of history. Yeah.
Let's talk about beating the odds. Beating the meat.
Like beating the odds is fine.
That was fine.
Yeah,
good closer.
Yeah, it's a good closer. It's a high energy song.
Kind of a mid song. Weird to close it with beating the odds, but
I think it's because it's kind of more of a upbeat rocker that they wanted to close it with. But
yeah.
I almost feel like they should have put beating the odds at the where flirting with disaster was at,
and then put flirting with disaster at the end.
That's
probably how their state fair set goes.
I think I would have made the same case. I looked up a modern Molly Hatchet set, and they do the encore with flirting with disaster.
Of course, they want everybody to stay the whole time.
Yeah. It feels kind of like a sequel to Flirting with Disaster.
Beating the odds, flirting with disaster.
It's like a similar kind of song. It's like one of their more like faster metal type songs.
Well, I bet they wrote it with Danny probably even, and then he left the band.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like this could have been an actual, like, this is the next single off of our new record.
I noticed that Jimmy doesn't have a credit on this one, but he did on the other one.
Yeah, so...
You know what, though? When he's singing the other dude's songs, it doesn't sound as natural as when it's like his songs, or even when it's the covers. It sounds a little weird.
I know. I thought he made him.
I think he sounds way better than the guy does.
He sounds better,
even better than the studio version.
He sounds better, but it just doesn't sound like it's his song, kind of thing. I don't know.
He doesn't have the same passion.
Yeah. Maybe it's just because I knew that it wasn't his song.
Yeah. That might have influenced your decision because you knew
Yeah.
that going into it.
I don't know. I thought those two suited his voice really well.
Yeah,
But
I
I'm
thought,
not-
he does a
I'm
good
not
job,
saying that,
yeah.
but I think
It's not like if you listen to Bruce Dickinson do Blaze Bayley songs, that's fucking weird.
yeah. I've fucking listened to that in a long time.
Next season we're doing the X Factor for the bad album season. So
Oh hell yeah!
of course we're gonna have to bring you in for that one. So then you got all the Iron Maiden singers.
Exactly.
I have albums from the singers they had before Paul too. So we'll just do every season we have to do one Iron Maiden Clayton album.
But with a different singer.
Iron Maiden with Clayton.
We'll do one with Paul Mario Day.
Yeah, we'll start calling it Iron Maiden with Clayton.
Iron Maiden with Clayton.
Yeah. But as a whole, I thought this was a good live album that could have been great if they would have done some trimming.
Yeah, I needed a pass in the editor.
It didn't need to be a double. It definitely did not need to be a double album.
The first 4 songs, I was like, this is one of the best live albums I've ever heard. And then as soon as I heard that next song, I was like, never mind.
Yeah.
So side 1 and 4, I think, would make it a S tier live album.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, side 2 and 3, while both containing great songs, just
One aside.
I mean, it's kind of like, how would you make this a 3-sided double album?
I was thinking that you could probably fit 5 per side, maybe. I don't know how the
Maybe.
vinyls
You could change
work.
the order up some and probably get, yeah.
If you keep
I don't know. You couldn't keep Freebird because it's 11 minutes long.
well, unless you're like into pop rock, if you're looking into this release, I would say get the CD version because then you don't get the 2 weird songs on side 3. And I mean, I don't think the Stone in Your Heart and Satisfied Man are like the worst songs to sit through. And on a CD, you could skip them.
I mean, it's
Satisfied
rough.
Man was bullshit. It was
It's-
horrible.
See,
Yeah.
the thing is, it's rough to sit through them back to back, though.
Satisfied Man was the worst song until the 2 Walk songs.
Yeah,
came
until
out.
the
Yeah.
2 other songs that they didn't write.
It was like I was thinking, oh, this has got to be the worst song on the record, and I was totally wrong. So.
Yeah.
I sing Satisfied Man at Flexo, except I sing Satisfied Cat. And it's always after I feed him.
I'm never gonna listen to that song again. Hopefully.
No, yeah.
It's the way I feel about Mindcrime. Never have to listen to it again.
I think the 2 Walken
Oh.
songs were objectively worse. But
I don't
like,
think that's true, Sean. I think you're going to listen to Mindcrime again at some point.
Why do you say that there, Dave?
Because we know you hate it now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
you gotta like make like a snippet of Mindcrime your like opening theme song or something.
So, someday we'll do Mindcrime 2, and then the
Electric
recent
Boogaloo.
Jeff Tate solo Mindcrime 3. Gotta do the trilogy to torture Sean.
Hell yeah. Have fun, dude.
You've heard the good Mindcrime. Now hear the bad ones.
Now hear the ones that actually people don't like.
I don't know.
He'd be like, I think it's not bad.
Yeah.
The one they did with Dio I thought was pretty good, but that was about it.
They did one with Dio?
Yeah, he plays Dr. X on the second one.
Oh yeah, it's like I forget it's like a musical. When does the Mindcrime Broadway show come out?
It does have
He was-
theater kid energy.
He was trying to option a movie, and that was part of the reason he left Queensryche, is because they found out he was trying to option the movie behind their back.
Oh, that's slimy.
Yeah, so he even got like the escrow payment and everything, and then they found out, and they got caught up in like lawyer stuff, and never happened.
Whoa.
And he's like, "It's my story."
That's weird.
You're not the only songwriting credit though, dude.
I like Jeff Tate's art. He's a
Bad person. Well, unethical to his band members.
somewhat unethical. I don't think
Yeah.
he's the worst.
No,
Like
there's
there are a lot
people.
worse people in the music industry.
He a bad man. He a bad man.
It's bad.
He's a bad man.
Like I mean, Tom Petty fucked his bandmates over too. So,
Yeah.
although admittedly, he fucked them over a lot less than most people do.
Yeah. I mean, the worst person in the music industry ever is Phil Spector. We can all agree on that.
Well, he did kill somebody.
I was
He
so
did kill someone.
I was so excited when Behind the Bastards finally did him.
Yeah. He did a lot of bad things other than
Oh,
that,
yeah.
though. Yeah.
Man, also like Alan Klein was pretty fucking bad too. Do you guys know who that is? He was the
Yeah.
guy. Do you know who he is?
Yeah, but go for
He
it.
was the guy that was behind. So I almost like people blame Yoko Ono for breaking up the Beatles. Alan Klein had a lot to do with it as well. because he was the one that wanted to.
He was also sucking John Lennon's dick.
Yeah.
Yes.
He wanted to represent the Beatles, and John, George, and Ringo all like trusted Alan Klein, and Paul was like, I don't trust this guy. And they all went with Alan Klein, and Paul refused to sign with him, and that kind of put a big like wedge in between them. And then later on, after they all like went up their separate ways and stuff, like Alan Klein really fucked them over. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say Paul McCartney had, I think, the best solo career.
Yeah.
Maybe that's part of it.
Yeah, but and then there's
Interesting. He had the best solo career and the most smarts to not trust Alan Klein.
and the whole lawsuit that George Harrison faced over "My Sweet Lord" and the "He's So Fine" the song by the Chiffons,
Yeah.
Alan Klein had a lot to do with that lawsuit because he owned the rights to it or something shit like that.
Yeah. George Harrison had the best solo record, and then
He
the worst follow-up.
Yeah. Well, he got. I think he was so fucked up because and like mind fucked because of the lawsuit of "My Sweet Lord" that's really what happened.
And so he wrote a dog shit record for his follow-up. Yeah.
He talked about it. Like, he's like, oh, I go back and start thinking of all the songs I played and like, did I steal them and stuff like that? So he started second guessing himself on everything. So yeah, that might have been why. But anyway,
Got my mind
All
set on...
Molly Hatchet, Double Trouble Live. I think it's a worthwhile pickup if you see it in the wild, especially the CD version, because I think it contains some of the best versions of these songs, even though it's like the bun to a bunch of crap. But
Yeah, listen to it all the way through if you get the chance, just so that you can be confused and annoyed by 4 songs if you have the full version, 2 songs if you have the CD version.
I think
And
Stone
then-
in Your Heart's catchy, so yeah, it's not the worst thing.
I give it a B.
Yeah, I give it a B. It could have been an A.
It could have been A plus, really.
Yeah.
Like if they would have like Clayton said, edit some of that shit out, it would have
Made it
great.
one record, I think it would have been better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they needed to get that shit out, and they needed to put those songs on there to see if they worked. The Walk and Duology.
Yeah.
Well, there was no way the record company was going to let them put out a live album without 2 from their most recent album. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but back to back.
Well,
I mean, there were some sequencing problems with this record.
I guarantee you they did that during the tour too, where they just put the 2 new ones back to back because they would just want to get over it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, I think those 2 songs and the 2 walks, I don't think they put their A game on those songs.
Well, I don't
really.
think. I'm gonna look up and see if the walks were even on like the permanent set list, or if they just did it one night and they threw it on the record or something.
I'm curious.
Because it's so strange to me. I don't know if I've ever encountered it where there's just 2 songs that don't do anything else but except go on one live record.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've occasionally heard exclusive live songs, like Metallica did that with what it was, Hero of the Day, and what was the other one? It doesn't matter.
Whiskey in a jar.
No, that wasn't that one.
No, that's,
You idiot! It wasn't on this.
that was definitely on an album.
That was a garagey. That was not a accident record.
I've heard a lot of covers of Whiskey in the Jar. I think Metallica's is the worst.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Molly Hatchet. Check out their 2 studio albums, the first 2 studio albums, and if you like that, go from there, I'd say.
Yeah.
Danny Joe Brown's solo album too.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely pick that up. I think that one deserves a lot more love than it currently gets.
I'll probably go and I have never listened to a Molly Hatchet record, so besides, well, now this one.
Yeah.
So
The first 2 albums are really good.
So I'll probably go listen to the first couple albums and probably the Danny Joe Brown one. Because I did like that song a lot.
Made him a big 4.
It's somewhat hard to find, but you can stream it. It's on streaming, but I'm not sure what a physical copy goes for, because I found mine back in the
Back in the dollar record days.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you saw all my Molly Hatchet records. It was like $5, $4. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know what they would sell for today, but
40.
No.
probably not that much. Probably 10, 15
Yeah.
for like a clean copy. So Clayton, you're in a band. Mm-hmm. Dave saw the band recently.
Yeah, it was a good set. Very good show. What was the name of that last song?
Pine Barrens.
Pine Barrens. That was fucking great.
Thank you. Yep, I'm in a band called Manson Lamps. We should have like merch and recordings up soon, so check us out.
What is Manson Lambs themed around?
We're a Sopranos themed band, mostly. I say that live. Some of the songs aren't fully Sopranos themed, but a couple of them are definitely. So check us out. It'll be good. Be a good time. Be a good time.
Good times, great oldies.
Yeah, woke up this morning.
If you're like a Southern rock fanatic that doesn't listen to anything else, you probably wouldn't like any of our bands. But
Who listens to only Southern rock, though?
I bet you there's
Southerners
Yeah.
guys that live in their trailer.
to Southern rock only in Jacksonville. Dude, some dude in Jacksonville in a trailer.
I live in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, check out the Alliterates and/or Lucid Fugue, especially if you're a Southern rock fan, because you know we boogie all night, don't we, guys?
Yeah, we do.
Party every
Hell
day.
yeah.
And with that,
Catch you on the flip side.
Yeah, fuck off, guys.
Bye. Nice to see you.
Side 1, Side B is a Floof Goof Studios production. Head on over to killrockmusic.com, that's KILRAVOCK music.com, to check out our post-punk band, The Alliterates, and Steve's solo project, Killrock. You can also check out Steve and Dave's experimental project, Lucid Fugue, where the theme song comes from, at lucidfugue.bandcamp.com. You can also check out Dave's old band, Gong Farmer, at gongfarmer.bandcamp.com, spelled GONGFERMOUR. You can find each of us on various social media platforms. Check out the description for more information. Thanks.
Lick my love pump.
This music really makes me hate the centralized bank.
Sunday morning.
All hail to Sean. All hail to Sean.
Don't forget to subscribe to the official Doctor Who YouTube channel.
Doctor Who. Hey, the TARDIS.
What the hell was that?
What the hell was that?
What the fuck was that?
Puskadu is German, yeah. Not really.
Oh, no, they're from Minnesota. 1-2-XU.
How does it feel?
Ziggy, help me!
This ain't your papa's Black Sabbath. We ain't dinosaurs now.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed.
You knew right away.
Got hit by the lights.
Yeah.
Rev up like a douche.
Where the fuck is the beefy bag?
Sir, you're just a lieutenant. Shut up.
Goddamn wolf penis blue, yeah.
Satan.
Satan. Burn.
Yeah. Sitting on a park bench.
Oh my god.
Don't mean a thing if it ain't got that swing.
Baby.
You don't want to talk about my penis?
I'm married, sir.
I love Supreme, Preme. I love Supreme.
How about we kill Steve?
Gourmand the son don't want to be.
Stop flirting with this ass, you fucking idiot.